I'm like going live simultaneously because I'm on YouTube too. So it's weird being on both at the same time. But whatever. Whatever. I hope everyone's having a good night. I hope everyone's having a good Monday. You're at work, you're getting that money though. You're making that money though. Hi, I'm multitasking because I'm also on live on TikTok too. Hey flowers, hey girl. Yeah, you making that money. There we go. Much better. Much clearer on YouTube. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube, guys. Don't forget. Hi. It's impromptu because it's my first time being live on here on YouTube. So I just kind of just said whatever. I'm just going to go live. Hi. Hi, Monique. Hi, Chels Bells. Hi, Rocket P. I don't really have like a subject or anything that I want to talk about, but make sure you guys like the live for real. That way more people could see it. Make sure you guys like the live. I don't think y'all could do it here over here on YouTube, but I know on TikTok you guys can. I'm a Capricorn. Y'all can just ask me whatever. I guess that'll be the live. Just ask me questions because I don't really have a subject in mind. I found you on TikTok, but I deleted TikTok since I was just wasting time scrolling. I'm glad you have a YouTube channel. Me too. Me too. YouTube is difficult though. It takes a lot. For me, it takes a lot more effort. For me, it takes a lot more effort. But what are the girls? What do we want to talk about tonight? Like what's the vibe? How is everyone feeling? I don't think that Luigi Mangione or Mangione, I don't really think that's the person. I think they just found someone that looks like they would, fit the bill for doing that act of violence towards the United Healthcare person. Hi, Jen. Are you still decentering? What kind of guy would make you even slightly reconsider and give a chance? I'm still decentering because I just don't have like men on my radar right now. Like there's literally nothing like when I think of any like there's no void in my life that I feel like a man could fix this or a man could, contribute to this. Keep liking the live, please. Keep liking the live. I want it popping in here. I want it more popping in here so it can get juicier because our lives lately have been really good on here. They've been really, really good. She all the traffic is going to Shira. But yeah, someone asked me on TikTok if I was or on YouTube if I was still decentering men. Yeah, I'm still decentering men, but I don't know. Right now there is no guy. There is no guy that would make me want to reconsider and like give a chance to. Yeah, and that's the thing. When you're decentered from men, it makes them want you more. I don't have any children. I'm child free. Is this a man asking me or is this a woman asking me this? Who's asking me this stuff? Yeah, I feel like when I'm decent when with me not being like male centered, the men are just like they're just coming, they're just flocking. What if a guy just thought you were gorgeous and wanted to be of company to you? Would you be a luxury companion at all if a man was nice, young, and attractive? I don't know. As long as they're like a good time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind male company. Like, male company's fine. Like, I'm cool with that. Um, it's just, I don't know. Most, like, I don't know. I like men that are funny. And it's been hard for me to find a man who's really funny. My day wasn't bad. My day was a good day. It actually was a pretty chill day, to be honest. I felt like it was like copacetic, like there weren't any issues today. Um, I don't have anything to complain about today. I was able to take public transit and I didn't get sexually harassed. So that I was happy because I didn't go out all weekend because I was still kind of like traumatized. How do you respond when they approach you these days? Ugh, I literally had a guy approach me when I was just I stood out for 15 minutes yesterday, and a guy still approached me in his damn car, following me while I'm walking in his damn car. And like as I was walking, he was like, "Hi, you're so beautiful. You look young. How old are you?" And like I just was like falsely like entertaining him. You know what I mean? Honestly, when men approach me, I just for my own protection, I just make sure that I kind of like stroke their ego. To be honest, so I'm just nice and I smile to them and I just you know like quote unquote like play along, and usually that's enough. Like usually they won't like ask me for my number or like anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Usually that's enough to like keep them away. But I'm glad you chose me over Shira if you're still here. But I know Shira's on live the same time as me. And then tomorrow I'm going to be recording another YouTube video too, talking about like how to level up, but like how to level up without a man. Y'all want to know one thing I actually hate? So I hate it whenever I'm like in a relationship and then like me and the person break up. And it's like normally you're used to like calling like that person if like you need help with something. Like let's just say you had like a flat tire or something. I call like my boyfriend or something for that. And then as soon as I'm single, I'm like, oh my fucking I have to do it on my own. So it's just easier for me to just keep that same energy and just learn how to do shit on my own. That way I don't have that like heavy pitted feeling, deep in my chest where I'm like, fuck, like, because I hate that feeling. Intellectually, I thought you'd like depth considering the topics you cover. It depends. I don't want to be intellectual all the time. You know what I mean? Sometimes like I think a lot. Like I do. I think a lot and I'm like always trying to fill my brain with knowledge. So I don't always, sorry, I'm going back and forth between the questions on here and on YouTube. So I think a lot. And so when I'm around other people and like I'm also funny. So I don't want to always like give the energy to like people like, you know what I mean? I want the energy given to me. So like I want to like have people that like make me laugh or like teach me things. If that makes sense. Do you think the more women decenter men, it will make you likely start to want women? I like women anyway. I've already I've been there, done that, wore that t-shirt. I've already dealt with women before. So, um yeah, that's nothing new. Women are awesome. Like no wonder why men are so obsessed with us. We're freaking awesome. That's actually what I told the guy yesterday that was talking to me. I told him I was a lesbian and I literally told him I was like, I like women too and I could see why men like women cuz I like them too. Women are cool, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, I really would be not all my mom's a tyrant, pick me. Well, it definitely ain't all of them. Are you kidding me? It definitely ain't all of them. But I mean, to the women who are like us, we're pretty cool. We are. We're pretty cool. I literally have not went to the gym in like 2 months. I've just been like trying to eat as clean as possible and then just saving my food for when I like go out or when I go out and do something. This is the longest I've ever been without going to the gym. Like the longest I've ever been without going to the gym. And normally I would feel so bad about it. But it's actually really good. It's actually really good for me to not be so hung up on going to the gym because it's not good for my mental health. Because I had binge eating disorder. I did. I had binge eating disorder. So my relationship with food has like not been the best. My relationship with the gym has not been the best because I did bodybuilding. So yeah. So there's that. Choo 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 choo. Make sure you keep liking the live. I want to try to get more people in here because I want it popping the way it was before. Because we were getting so juicy on here. We were talking about everything on here, like we really were. But okay, so what are we going to talk about? Okay, so there is a creator today that I was watching, and she actually is a stripper. I'm an ex dancer. If the YouTube folks don't know that, I used to dance in a club. That was 10 years ago, though. So I danced in the club 10 years ago. I danced for 4 years, and I used all of that money to pay for my college. Hi, Grow with Minnow. Welcome back. I remember you. You were on live with me yesterday. But I danced for 4 years, and that paid for. Yes, I will save this YouTube live, and I hope you happy studying, and I hope you ace your finals. But I danced for 4 years and used all that money to get my 2 degrees and not have to take out any loans. And there was a content creator today that posted, and she's actually a stripper, and she was saying that a lot of women underestimate how invisible most men are. And it's the truth. A lot of women do underestimate how invisible men are. Men really don't get like a whole lot of validation. They literally don't get a whole lot of attention. Like, and I was even reminded of this last night, because I was having a conversation. I was having a conversation with someone of the opposite sex, and like, I kid you not, like, he pretty much said it without saying that, like, it's pretty much, and a lot of men will tell me this, like, it's a lot easier for women to get men than it is for men to get women. And that's because to a lot of women, most men are invisible. Um, and I think women need to just like acknowledge the fact that, like, y'all, we're really not paying attention to men. Like, I think women need to like just admit that we don't pay attention to most men, and so that hurts a lot of men's self-esteem. And so men are actually willing to pay money for visibility. And like, even men that I would date, they would tell me this. They would literally be like, I don't ever, like, when I'm alone, I don't ever get this much attention. Like, I always get a lot of attention when I'm like with you. Or they'll notice, like, when I'm like, if I like go to the bathroom or something, if we go to dinner or something and I go to the bathroom alone, they'll be like, oh my god, like, everyone has noticed you, everyone, I saw everyone like looking at you or whatever. A lot of That's why they have it like the term arm candy, the term trophy wife. A lot of women don't realize that, like, beautiful women are status symbols for men. They're status symbols. So I think a lot of women need to understand, like, the value of their beauty, the value of them, like, their upkeep, the value of, like, you having your shit together and you like carrying yourself a certain way, because that's valuable. It's valuable, and it's really valuable to men. It's really, really valuable to men. Women are status symbols. Men will never outright like admit it. They'll never just outright say it. But women are status symbols. That's why it's a such thing as a trophy wife. It's no such thing as a trophy husband. It's a trophy wife, because the wife is the status. The wife is what makes everyone pay attention to the man. The beautiful woman is what gets everyone noticed. Like when you go to Las Vegas on the strip, what do men pay for? What do men pay for when they go to the Las Vegas strip? There's women on the strip who are like half naked, and they're very beautiful women, and men pay money to have pictures be taken with these women in Las Vegas. And they post on their, Facebook account, because that's them showing status. It's like a man taking a picture with a nice car. It's like a man taking a picture and like he's in a nice suit. Women are status symbols. I also notice women purposely ignore very attractive men or react negatively because they feel as though they can't have that person. So try to humble them. I don't know. I personally don't know. I can't relate. I don't know. I think this is a man though. Are you a man on YouTube? Are you a man saying this on YouTube? I feel like you're a man. Yeah, men just want to impress other men. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. Do you think they try to compete with us by asking what we're up to? Hold on. Oh, Grow with Minna, thank you. You're so sweet. Hold on, I'm going up on the comments. What are your thoughts on men having masks that they slowly remove? I'm feeling like I was faked out. Well, men definitely wear masks, okay, because men are very smart, but like men, no, I don't want to say that men are smart. Men are very strategic. Um, my theory is that I've said this on a few lives, but my theory is that men evolve to be manipulative and highly strategic for their survival, because men know that if they don't have a mask, if men know that if they don't present with a mask on, no one's going to want to talk to them, no one's going to want to deal with them, no one's going to want to give them the time of day. So this is why men cling on to external things. So like, it's all about what mask he wears. Does he wear like the money provider mask? Does he wear the Christian man mask? You know what I mean? Does he, what mask is he wearing? And the thing about it is that with men, I feel like you always have to ask. With men, when it's too good to be true, it's literally too good to be true. Like when you're dealing with a man and you're like, he's a little bit too perfect. You know what I mean? He's a little bit too perfect. Okay, you should be thinking like, what is he hiding from me? What is he trying to hide from me? There is something that he is trying to hide from me, because he's a little bit too perfect. You know what I mean? He a little bit too perfect. And so what'll happen is that when men get real comfortable, and because really what men are waiting for, like for the mask to come off, what men are waiting for you to be comfortable. Okay. So they're waiting for you to do things like, this is why I tell women, when you're dating a man or when you're married to a man, you cannot let your looks go. You can't let your looks go for several reasons. Number one, you can't let your looks go because you need your looks ready. So when it's time for you to dump this clown or divorce this clown, your body's all together and you can go start dating other people. You know what I mean? That's like the first thing. But also, men will do things like wait for you to gain weight. Like they won't even be on you. You know what I mean? Because in my humble opinion, I'm going to be honest, it's a difference between controlling how a woman's appearance looks and then just like stating the obvious. Like if my man knows that I'm vain, I'm vain and I care a lot about my weight. So I actually would want a man who is kind of like, hey, you've been eating a little bit too many cakes. You know what I mean? I'm not going to keep buying these cakes. You know what I mean? Because he knows that I care a lot about my physique. I care a lot about my vanity. Now, if he's over here telling me some shit over here, like, I don't like it when your body looks like that, and is like straight downing me and clowning me, well, then that's different. But anyway, men will like purposely want to get women to gain weight because then no one else will want them. Okay, that's when their mask is going to drop because they have you in a vulnerable position. Or when they get you pregnant and you now have a child, they have you in a vulnerable position. So their mask is going to drop when they feel as though you're complacent. And this is why, as a woman, you can never get complacent. Like, this is why they want women who really aren't ambitious. They don't want women who are high achieving. They don't want women who are high striving, because they see that this woman is not the type of woman who is going to who's not even comfortable with her own life. You know what I mean? With her own existence. A lot of marriages don't work because too many women are getting married and they think like, oh, this is my key to happiness. Now I'm married, all my problems are solved and I'm happy. And men will look at you and be like, huh, you thought, you thought your happiness just ended, girl. Your happiness just ended, because this is why men always say, I thought she would never leave. I thought she would never leave, because they saw you get comfortable. The mask is always going to fall once they see you get comfortable, because them seeing you get comfortable, they're thinking like, oh, she's not thinking I'm going to cheat. You know, she's not thinking I'm talking to other women. She's not thinking everything, you know what I mean, about that. So you cannot get comfortable. You cannot afford to get comfortable. You have to keep a man on his toes, like as much as you can. The more you fall into normalcy, the quicker the mask is going to fall. I'm sorry, that was probably a super long answer. Let me see. Do you think they try to compete with us by asking what we're up to? Love your info. It could be multiple reasons why they ask that question. It could be multiple reasons why they ask what you're up to. To figure out what you like, you know what I mean? To figure out, like, if you say like, oh, I'm watching like so and so or whatever, sometimes they might watch it and they're not even interested in it, but they want to watch it because they want to like make a fake interest with you to like make you like them more. Sometimes they may want to compete with you. So like if you say that you're chilling at home doing nothing, he's going to be like, oh, well, I'm on vacation, you know what I mean, with my homeboys, like living my best life. So because that's such a vague and like a very broad question, that question can really be, there's so much nuance to when people ask what you're up to. It's really no single clear intention behind why they're asking. This is someone asking this on YouTube, Rocket P. Wait, so you believe every guy has this evil side on standby? Have you ever met a decent man that was genuine? Here's the thing. Men's mask, this is the thing. It doesn't have to be inherently evil. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be inherently evil. What the issue, like for instance, there was this one guy, right? This one guy was talking to me, and like we were talking about his last relationship. And he told me that a big issue that he had in his last relationship was the fact that the woman that he was dating, he took her in and he didn't have her work. She didn't have to work. And then all of a sudden, he wanted her to get a job. So it's like she was like pissed off at that, because she's like, okay, you literally started dating me and you said that I didn't have to work. And then now all of a sudden you want me to get a job. So it's like the switch up. You know what I mean? I forgot there was a clip of Kim Kardashian, old school Kim Kardashian, when she was married to Chris Humphries. And she had said that, you know, when her and Chris were dating, she had explained to Chris, like, I'm a businesswoman. You know what I mean? I care about my career. I care about making money. I'm busy. I like working. And Chris had said that he was okay with that. But then when they got married, it was an issue for him. And like they literally have it on like Keeping Up with the Kardashians on the episode when Chris was like, you know, no one's going to remember you. You know, you don't have any talent. You're not a business person. You're not this, you're not that. And I mean, I don't know if that was the core reason as to why they got an annulment on their marriage, but that's just an example of like the mask falling off, because men will say that they're okay with certain things and then come to find out when you've been with them over a certain amount of time, they really weren't okay with it. So it's not that it's inherently evil, but it's like if you get a job offer and then the job offer offers you $60 an hour, and then you get your paycheck and you look at your paycheck and you see that it's $40 an hour, and they're like, oh, upon review we decided that we were paying you too much and we offered you too much hourly, and so now we're cutting your hourly pay to $40. You're going to be like, what the fuck? Like, but you told me you were giving me $60 an hour. So it's like, it's not that it's inherently evil, but it's misleading. It's misleading because you're getting with the person based off of what they're leading with. You know what I mean? Their character, their representative. So when that mask falls off, you've been bamboozled. You feel like you've been taken advantage of. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is that like it's not that even like men are evil. It's just men men will make decisions that affect other people negatively. And men don't necessarily realize that. They realize it, but they're too slow to realize it. They realize this shit after they lost their wife and lost their children. Well, that's too late. You should have realized that a lot sooner. What's the best seduction strategy for attracting a very calculated man? You have to be calculated. You do. You have to be calculated. Um, because that's the thing too. This is the thing. There's like a long list of seduction strategies because you have to know who your target is. That's the thing about seduction. Seduction only works if you know who your target is. Your seduction tactics, your seduction tactics will not be the same if you're dealing with the CEO versus dealing with like an entry level like working man. Your seduction technique won't work the same with an older man as opposed to a younger man. So you have to know what type of man you're dealing with in order to use the best, seduction technique. But overall, and then this is the thing too, what do you want? Like what do you want? What do you want from this man? Because that also will make a difference regarding the outcome of your seduction and your technique. And the art of seduction is really good. The art of seduction is really good by Robert Greene. Because seduction is a method, is like it's as old as time. Like literally that's how I was making money in the club. I was seducing. That's really what it was. It was just seducing men. It was really just meeting a man and like sizing up a man and figuring out like, okay, what is his weakness? What is he looking for? What does he need to hear from me in order to give me money? You know what I mean? And that's what men are doing with you. Men are trying to look for your weakness. Men are trying to look for your vulnerability. Men are trying to look for your insecurities so that way they can fill in that void. That's what you have to do with men. Like, is he severely overweight? Okay, well, he may have an insecurity regarding him being overweight, but he got money though. And so you make like a joke. Like a lot of the time big men are like really, really funny. And so you can like joke, you know what I mean? Like joking actually and being funny and humor is a form of seduction with the right target. And so you could be like, "Ooh, baby, I know I'm gonna be eating good with you. Like I know Big Papa gonna take care of me and keep me fed." You can just joke. You can have humor, and like humor is still a form of seduction. Just as like an example, you know what I'm saying? Like older men, they want to feel young. They want someone that's going to make them feel young again. So, there's this new song. You want to listen to this new song, like this new song that I like? they don't know the artist, they don't know the song, they don't know any of that stuff, but you're putting them on to like more youthful things. You know what I mean? That's why they're like, oh, you make me feel young again. You know what I mean? You make me feel young again. They want to be in with the in crowd. Like the 65-year-old man that I was dating over the summer. Oh my God, he was sending the 100 emojis and all that shit. He's fucking 65. And I went along with it because he was sending those emojis because he wants to feel younger. He wants to fit in. He wants to feel like he's younger than he really is. And I know, right? It's so funny, but he wanted to feel younger. And so instead of me being like, this lame ass man sending me them 100 emojis, he's a lame. Nah, you're like, you pay attention and you're like, okay, he wants to feel young again. So he wants to use the emojis and the terms and the slang and all that stuff. Because he was, you asked why was I entertaining a 65-year-old? Because he was giving me money. He was giving me money. How can I make a transactional relationship feel like it's unconditional? By not the way that you can make a transactional relationship feel like it's unconditional is by never bringing up the transactions. Like you cannot say, give me money. You cannot say, I need money. What, prostitute? I didn't sleep with them, but even then, okay, and like men think that they could shame me, and like that's impossible. You can't shame me. You can't shame me because guess what? I'm all about the money. I'm where the money resides. So I'm not dealing with anyone if I can't have something to benefit. I need to be getting money. I need to be getting connections. I need to be getting knowledge. I need to be getting something to level me up. But yeah, you make it look unconditional when you don't make it obvious that it's a transaction. Y'all can't be out here begging for money. Like y'all can't be out here like, oh, my car, they're towing my car and I need money to like get it out the tow yard. Like you can't say that. You can't say that at all. You have to, number one, you need to be lying. You need to be lying. So instead of you saying like, oh, it's my car, you need to be like, they're gonna cut my phone off. You know what I mean? They're gonna cut my phone off. I'm having issues at work and they're gonna cut my phone off so I won't be able to contact you anymore. And if you're talking to like 3 different men or 4 different men, you just tell them all that they're gonna cut your phone off. You'd be like, I need $200 to keep my phone on. And so boom, you know what I mean? 2468. Now you got $800. Now you got $800 because you were talking to 4 men that liked you a lot, and you just lied and said that you needed your phone to be you need your phone on still. Because if a man ain't gonna pay, if he's texting you and calling you and communicating with you on the phone and he doesn't want to help pay the thing to keep in contact with you, then you won't even be able to get any money out of him anyway. I love money and have plenty to waste time. LOL, I feel you. And honestly, the men that have money, they don't care about giving it to women. Like that's the thing. Like the men that have money and they know how to make money and like they're well off, they don't care. The men that actually have the money, they know what it is. They do. They know what it is. Like they know like this is a beautiful woman. I'm old or I'm ugly or I'm fat or I'm XYZ. They just gonna give you the money. They just gonna give you the money. Oh, well, thank you, Rocket P. You're sweet. Well, that's refreshing. I appreciate that. Hey, Tanae. Hey, Boo. But what do you mean? How do you not feel bad? I'm not robbing the men. Y'all be like, why do you feel bad? Y'all make it seem as if I'm going in their wallets and stealing the money. They're literally giving me the money. Why would I feel bad about someone giving me the money? Do you feel bad about your place of employment giving you a paycheck and you're working for it? When you're sleeping with a man, when you are going out on dates with a man, when you're giving a man your time, when you're giving a man your energy, and you're out here feeling bad about him giving you money, Like, no, the men that have money, they want to give it to women. They do. They want to give it to women who are beautiful. They want to give it to women who they enjoy spending time with. You know what I mean? These men that have money know what it is. I'm telling you, they know what it is. Okay, and no, I'm telling them. A woman asked me, "How can I make a transactional relationship feel like it's unconditional?" You're gonna have to lie. It's like how men. What are you talking about? Because you're lying. Men have to make women feel like they're in love with the woman to get sex. It's the same thing. Are men coming up to women being like, I want to fuck you right now, and I want to do doggy style, and I want to do missionary, and I want to do this, and I want to do that? No. Men are like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, I want to marry you. Oh my God, I'm going to get you flowers, and I'm going to get you this. They come in with all that romantic shit just to fuck. That means they're lying. You are taking advantage. I don't even talk to the old guy anymore. You know what I mean? He willingly gave me money. He saw that I was in a situation and literally offered to help because I was in between jobs. I was in between jobs, and so he was like, "I see that you're in between. I see that you're in between jobs and like you're not getting an income. I want to make sure that you're good. I want to make sure that you have everything that you need. I want to make sure that your necessities are covered." And he just gave me money. You need money for survival. Like, that's the thing. Like, you need money for survival. Money is a tool. And I don't trust men. I don't trust men. Yeah, it's a man. He told me. He said it's a man. I be knowing. I be knowing if it's a man or not. But yeah, that's the thing. The men that have the money, they're not caring about that. They're not caring about that. I've earned 6 figures. Of course, I can make my own money to survive. But if women are throwing pussy at you, are you gonna be like, no, 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 oh my God, no, oh, I can't take all this pussy. I can't take no, you're gonna be like, yes, give me more. I love this, give me more. So if you aren't willing to do that, what would make you think that I would be like, money, oh my God, no, please, oh, don't give me money, please don't do it. Please. Are you retarded? Like, I don't understand why men try to shame I don't understand why men try to shame women when they're doing the same thing regarding sex. Like what? Like, make some sense. Like, please make some sense, please. This is why men cheat. This is a shitty talking point that you're giving. So you mean to tell me because I make my own money, I shouldn't get money from a woman, but y'all will have a wife who is fucking y'all and you'll still go cheat to go fuck some more with another woman. So you can have a woman who you're with and you can fuck with her and you can have sex with her and have sex with the woman on the side, but I can't make my own money and have your money too. Makes no logical sense. Makes zero logical sense. Like, no, y'all want it all and we want it all. Y'all want all the access to women. You want all the punani from women. We want all the money from men. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say it just like how men say it. We're men, like men always say, we need sex, we need sex, we need sex. Okay, women, we need money, we need money, we need money. And here's the thing, I know it's not all men, you know what I mean? I feel like that is when I know for a fact it's not like all men, but it's a very small majority who are like they want a deep bond, they want a deep connection, they don't mind giving money, like it's no issue. They can be emotional. The biggest thing with men for me is just the lack of emotional intelligence. Like that's the biggest thing. Cuz men don't believe in feelings. So when men don't believe in feelings, that means my feelings are never going to be considered. That means that my feelings will be non-existent. And as a woman, like there's no worse feeling than having your feelings not be considered. Like it makes you feel terrible. it makes you feel like dehumanized, and it just makes you feel shitty. And so that's my biggest issue with men. It's just no, they don't have any emotional intelligence. Thank you, Coco and Holland. See, he enjoyed seeing me happy and relaxed with my rent being paid, giving me more time to see him. And usually, here's the thing, you're gonna, and this is the thing, you will see that in older men, because the thing about it is that you can, based off of like men and how they comment on my, and how they comment, I'm able to tell if a man has really like dated women seriously instead of just like screwing everybody. You know, when men date women seriously, and men have been around women who are stressed out, and when men have been around women who they're stressed and they have things going on, men that have been around women like that understand that that's not the type of woman that you want to be with. You don't want to have a woman in a stressed out state. Oh, are you kidding me? All right, well, I'm going to get off of TikTok because someone's mad. I'm going to just finish this on YouTube. If y'all want to keep continuing, y'all going to have to come over to YouTube because they just flagged me. So someone's mad at what I'm saying. Yeah, sometimes they get, it's in my bio. It's, I'm already on live on YouTube now anyway, but it's in my bio. But y'all need to come over to my YouTube now. I'm already live on there. But you just click YouTube. It's the same. It's Queen Sovereign, and it's Sovereign Being. Go to my YouTube or go to my TikTok page and click YouTube, and you can subscribe. But they flagged me. So someone's mad. I should have. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Normally I don't keep them in here like this, but he wasn't being mean. Oh no. Mm-mm. Block. Block. Yeah, I was speaking the truth. That's really why they were mad. We were all lied to about monogamy, though. I don't think men nor women truly wish to be monogamous. I agree. I think monogamy is stupid. I do. I think monogamy is stupid. I don't think it's natural. Does anyone else think that monogamy is natural? Like, do you think as humans we're meant to? I did. I blocked them. Do you think as humans we're meant to just sleep with one person and just only be with one person? Because I don't. And they haven't flagged me. They haven't flagged me in so long. They haven't flagged me in so long. It really is. I just go on different dates and get my money or dates from different men. Yeah, like I like variety. You can't have the perfect person in one person. There's no such thing as a perfect person. There's just going to be multiple people who you're going to like certain things from those people. I just hate what all the programming has done to both genders. Me too. Me too. And once you realize how damaging that this programming has been to us, you're just like, what the fuck? Like, you're like, what is going on? It's not natural to be monogamous. I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. Welcome all my people from TikTok. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. I don't know, but it would explain why I get so bored. Yes. I feel worse being just with my boyfriend. Yes. Like, I can't be with just one person. I'm sorry. Now, I'm not going to sleep with everybody. You know, I'm not going to do that. When there's one person that's good in bed, I just stay with that one person. Because that's another thing too. I don't know about most men because I haven't slept with that many men to know. But a lot of men, it's like, you'll catch a, it cracks me up because men will judge women off body count. And it's like, dude, Like, do you not understand how many of those bodies were just taken for no fucking reason because the sex was terrible? Like, like, are you kidding me? It's horrible. Gained a body for no reason. I like to be spoiled and just have new experiences. Yeah, that's how I am. I want to be spoiled. I spoil myself. You know what I mean? Women lost their power. Hell yeah. Hi, the Reed Reaper. I have to cook less. But yeah, and I'm not dating anyone now because I just don't feel like it. I just don't have the energy to do it right now because I'm just too focused on. I'm focused on the women right now. I'm focused on helping the women. And whenever I do something and whenever I like really have a common goal and whenever I have something that I strive to do, I am tunnel vision. I'll cut everyone off to just accomplish something. I'll cut everybody off. I'll keep my head down and focus on what I have to focus on. And so right now, I don't have the mental or emotional or physical energy to even like give to a man right now. A man in front of the drive-through brought my Starbucks once. Oh hell yeah, I love that. No, I don't do bodybuilding anymore. Um, I don't know. I would like to step back on stage, but I got binge eating disorder. I had got so big. I had blew up. I heard that. My career is my man. These men are draining, and they sure a lot of them are. Y'all, I had got so fat. I got so fat. My best friend didn't even recognize me when she saw me because I wasn't on social media at all. Is there anyone on live that's experienced life being overweight and then experienced life being skinny? Preferably women, if there's any women. Yeah, well, no, not back then. Like, this is me normal size. I could stand to lose about 15 additional pounds, which I will once I go back home. I will get back in the gym and get my fitness together. However, when I was at my heaviest, oh my freaking god, I looked like Humpty Dumpty child. I looked like Humpty Dumpty. Yes. Yes, the world treats you different. The world treats you so different when you're overweight as opposed to being skinny. I lived in New York City when I was fat, and I lived in New York City when I was skinny. Yeah, now that I'm like skinny compared to how I was before, and I look like how I am now, I'm way more visible now. I get stared at more, I get harassed more. The thing about being skinny is that if you're trying to get skinny, you have to do it very, 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 very slowly. That's the issue. When you go slow when you're trying to get skinny, a lot of people want to hurry up and do it because we're obsessed with instant gratification. So when you're doing like crash diets and like Ozempic and stuff like that, when you doing it real fast, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm at the size I like. And then what happens is a lot of people revert back to those habits. You can't revert back to those habits because those shitty habits is what got you a big back in the first place. You know what I mean? No diet pills. Listen, I'm making content for my Patreon. I'll probably do a video regarding all the shit. I'm going to put pictures up and everything. I'm going to talk about all the shit that I was taking when I was in bodybuilding and like how fucked up it was and how I was destroying my body like looking that way and like trying to like maintain that physique. When I was 190, I was treated way better. I'm 250, and boy, the fat phobia is real. One thing that I actually did like about being overweight though was that no one paid attention to me. I actually liked um I actually liked having the lack of visibility. Just eating under my calorie intake and going to the gym. No, exactly. For real. That's really what it is. Like just barely, you know what I mean? Yeah, I did. I felt safer too. I did. I felt safer too when I was overweight cuz I just kind of felt like no one was paying attention to me. It was kind of nice. The way I binge watch your videos, you have such a unique take on these subjects. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, I'm single. I'm single and not trying to mingle. I'm just not interested. I'm just not interested in talking to anybody right now. Like literally, it could be the man of my dreams. Like it literally could be the man of my dreams in front of me. And he's like, I'm gonna give you everything you want. And I'm just gonna be like, can you come back later? Can you come back later? I'm busy. Because I don't have anything to give. Like I just genuinely don't have anything to give. I don't. I don't have anything to give, and I don't like entertaining people if I don't have anything to really offer or anything to give. Like what would be the point? You know what I'm saying? What would be the point of me entertaining someone like that if it meant that, I can't offer this person anything cuz I can't. Yes, self-aware queen. I'm not trying to That's one thing about me. I'm never going to waste someone's time. Like that's one thing about me. I'm never going to waste someone's time. I've literally had men approach me in the club. One time this guy approached me in the club, right? And he was like, "Oh, you're fine." And saying all the stuff that men normally say. He was like, "What's your Instagram? What's your Instagram?" And so I was like, "Listen, I'm gonna stop you right where you are." I was like, listen, I'm on my period. I was like, I'm literally on my period. I'm not sleeping with you tonight. So go on ahead and go talk to someone else. And he was like, he looked taken aback. Like he looked taken aback. The guy yesterday asked me for my Instagram too. But it's because they wanna steal your personality, I'm telling you. They want to steal your personality. That's why. Oh, and they want to pick up on your personality so they can make it seem as if that you're the perfect match or they're the perfect match for you. That's why. What would you say are Oh, but wait, I didn't finish. He looked taken aback. He looked taken aback and I was like, I'm on my period. I'm not fucking you. So I don't even waste your time. You know what I mean? I hope you find what you're looking for tonight. Thanks. What would you say are signs that a man feels genuine emotions for a woman? There are no signs because men are such great actors. This is why vetting doesn't work. Like when men are like, you should have chose better, you should have chose better. This is why vetting doesn't work. It'll be all of this rhetoric about like, oh, how to find the perfect guy, how to get in the perfect relationship. Okay, give me the foolproof 10-step plan I need to follow to get in a healthy relationship, to find the perfect man, to have a long lasting relationship. There is no, you cannot vet because people can fake their personality. People can fake their character. People can lie to you. So you're going to be out here using all these vetting tactics, and you're using these vetting tactics for a person who is fraudulent. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, and this is why the self-proclaimed nice guy, they take it to heart. They really take it to heart when they're like, nice guys finish last, and nice guys, we can't get what we want, and da da da. And it's like the reason why the nice guy is so self-loathing The reason why the nice guy is so self-loathing is because his niceness is conditional. He's not actually a nice person. His niceness is conditional. So the nice guy will feel slighted when his effort to fake be nice isn't rewarded. And it's like, dude, you're a bad actor. Like I have a video about this on my TikTok. You're a bad actor. Like that's really what it was. You're just a bad actor. And so they're mad because their bad acting wasn't enough to get them what they wanted. And so now they're like, that's when they say like women don't like nice guys. Women don't like nice guys. Women like nice guys, okay? But women don't like nice guys who are only being nice when they're really an asshole, and they're only being nice to get something from you. And that's when you're leading in saying that like you're this great person, you have all these great qualities. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think all the nice guys are red pilled now too. This red pill stuff is gonna be the freaking death of these men, I'm telling you. Like these men don't even realize how misguided they are by this rhetoric. They really don't understand. Like they really don't understand how these men are leading them. They're leading them down a really destructive path. I also, as an ex bodybuilder, stopped going to the gym as much. Working out used to take 2 to 3 hours a day, 5 to 6 days of a week. I'm telling you, that bodybuilding life is like, it's toxic. It is. It's toxic as hell. It's very excessive. It's very strenuous, and it's almost like a cult. Like if you don't live and eat and breathe and die and sweat and do all these things bodybuilding, then like you're not a bodybuilder. It's like forget it. A guy who I'm talking to is trying to match my energy when I don't text frequently, and he takes forever now, but I'm still seeing other guys. You know, one thing about me, I have to check myself. I do. I have to check myself because sometimes I want to bitch about things that like a man is doing to me, but I'm literally doing the same thing. And I'm like, girl, you're just mad at your mirror. Like, you're not mad at the man, you're mad at your mirror. So, like, I'm guilty. I'm guilty of that, but I make sure that I stay self-aware. And it's like, no, girl, you can't be out here getting mad about shit that you're doing. If you're taking forever to text back, expect to have the replies take a while back to you. Cause that's how I am. I mirror other people's behavior. So like if you leave me on red, if you leave me on scene, I'm gonna leave you on red. I'm gonna leave you on scene. You know what I mean? Red pill really helped me out. I was far on the side of empathetic and it balanced me out. If you are more narcissistic, red pill is dangerous. For guys who are people pleasers, it will make you normal. I don't know. Um you know who needs to be more narcissistic? Women. Women need to be more narcissistic. Women are too. Pretty much red pill is like it's the rhetoric for men where like men are told by other men that women are these creatures who are like purposely suppressing men and who are like purposely shitting on men, and that we're with all of our might, we are trying very hard to take the male population out and leave them sexless and leave them alone and leave them single pretty much. So it's pretty much advocating for like men to take their power back essentially. And they do talk about things like going to the gym and, improving yourself, but I feel as though it really depends when men, this is the thing about red pill content. The way that men take in that content is going to be based off of how they it's going to be based off of what their attitude is going in to watch that content. So like a lot of men that turn to that red pill content, they're already very angry. They're already very angry men. So when they're watching that red pill content, it's just revving up their anger more. And so a lot of men don't know how to transmute anger. All they know how to do is just take it out on someone. So the aspects when they talk about like self-improvement and getting a six pack and doing all this stuff and like becoming a better person, when a man is angry watching that content, he's not going to be able to receive those aspects of like self-improvement because he's angry. So he is just watching this content to fuel his anger. If that's the space that he was in watching it. I know men who do watch that red pill content, um, but they're not angry. You know what I mean? They're not angry. It's kind of like there's some men that I know that watch it and it's more like go for the money, not the honey. You know what I mean? Like focus on yourself first before you're out here dealing with women. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. There's good and bad aspects of red pill. It just depends on the receiver and how they're receiving the message. You know what I'm saying? Oh, women only use me for convenience and money. Exactly. I gained 20 pounds and the club fires me. LOL. Then I go eat carbs for a while, lose the fat, and go back. One time a club didn't hire me because they said I was too chubby. They did. Oh, yes, girl. You're on your treadmill. Yes, girl. Get them steps in. Get them steps in, girl. I wasn't angry when I found red pill, but it developed my competency with women in female nature. Okay, I'm going back to the TikTok questions. Do you feel like most men have always been this way, or has it gotten worse due to social media? So you want to know what I came across and what I looked up? I looked up the history of an incel. Okay. I looked up the history of an incel and where it started. Hi, Dana. Where it started and where it came from. So, believe it or not, men have actually always felt this way. Men have literally always looked at women this way. They've always this is literally nothing new. It's literally nothing new. Everything that you're seeing on social media, it's nothing new. So believe it or not, the term incel, it wasn't even gender specific. That term, it actually was a term created for anyone who was just lonely. And it could just be literal, just general loneliness, like not oh, well, welcome, Dana. Thank you. This is my first time going live. I'm also live on TikTok, so that's why I keep going back and forth. But incel was actually a term created by a woman, and she created a chat room where people who were lonely, they could just contact one another. So that way it could like defeat their sense of loneliness. And so that ended up being overtaken by a lot of angry men who were sexually frustrated. And so actually the term wasn't even incel. It's really hard to say. That's why they changed the term. It was incel. So it was INVCEL for involuntarily celibate. But they changed it to incel to make it easier to say. So that chat room was overtaken by angry men who were sexually frustrated. And so they were in these chat rooms, all pretty much talking about how they're sexless, women don't pay attention to them, and that they should get vengeance for them being sexless, for them not having access to women. And they literally would go in these chat rooms and like talk about how like they want to harm women. They talk about how terrible women are. It was like, and this was in the 90s. This was in the 90s, and there literally was like a man in Canada that was like seen as a martyr because he unalived several women and he was like in that like chat or whatever. So this is nothing new. They've been like this. Um, 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 what is the most likely reason a man becomes a gym rat? Do you think it'll make up for their broken heart? There's a lot of reasons why men go to the gym. I mean, there's a lot of men who just they really care about their fitness, they really care about their health, you know what I mean? They really care about that stuff. And then some men use the gym as like an escape. They use it as an escape, kind of like how you would use like drinking or marijuana or anything like that. And so sometimes when it gets like very obsessive, like when there was one guy who I talked to, he was in the Marines, and his gym sessions were a problem. And he also had like a long list of like mental illnesses, which that's one reason why I'm always leery about talking to men who were in the army and the Marines, things like that, who like served in that, because they have to go through a lot of psychological warfare. But he would spend like 3 or 4 hours in the gym, and I'm like, that's not normal. Something's wrong there. It's not normal to spend that much time in the gym. What are you running from? And so that could be yeah, men in the Marines, yeah, you can't I'm not keeping them around. I'm not keeping them around long. But yeah, I didn't like that. And I felt like he was using the gym to escape from something, because it could be from anything. It could be their bad childhood, it could be a breakup, it could be a traumatic experience, it could be anything. That's the thing about men, you know. One thing about men, you're never going to know their real story. Like for a lot of men, a lot of women are never going to know like what men have really like lived through, because they're taught to not tell anybody. I'll never understand their anger with not receiving sex as if they are owed it. They're calling women terrible for not giving them what they want. Exactly. And also, I talked about it yesterday on the live, but men are just toddlers. They really are. Like they're toddlers. They're little children. What do little children do when they don't get their way? They they stomp, they get all mad, they start crying, they start getting all pissed off, you know. A lot use the gym to replace substance abuse. Exactly. And when they do talk about their emotions, they want free punani and a therapist. Yes. There was one guy who started crying in front of me. And like, here's the thing. I'm not demonizing men for crying. I'm really not. Like, I'm cool with like men showing their emotions. But it's kind of like how women are guilty of this. Like we're guilty of this. Like we know how to use our emotions to be manipulative. Like that's like one of the main like tools that like women will use to manipulate is their emotions. And so there are men out there who they ripped out a page of our playbook. And so there's a lot of men who will fake their emotions as as a manipulation tactic. And I actually that's the last guy that I dated, that's what he would do. That's what he had did. He did that a couple times. Like he started like crying, and it was like always in the middle of like it would be in the middle of conflict, and it would be when like he was at fault. And I'm like, these are crocodile tears. Like I'm not giving you any sympathy, because I know that this isn't authentic. Like you're crying because you want me to empathize and sympathize with you. Nope. Do you have any former pick me stories you'd like to share? Um, I don't know. One time I flew to go see a guy. That was pretty pick me ish of me. Um, what else? I haven't been a pick. My pick me times were far few in between, to be honest. Like honestly. Cause I don't ever care about keeping a man. You know what I mean? Like I go through men fast. And I don't care about going through men fast. I feel like I feel like the I feel like the longer you're willing to keep a man, the more pick me you are. Like when you're okay with just breaking up with someone, when you're okay with someone just walking out of your life, you're not going to be a pick me because you don't give a fuck. Like, all right, you don't want to talk to me anymore. All right, well, best of luck to you. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, one of our friends waited 8 months for a guy to take her out, and he only took her to a taco shop and 3 beers to get 2 tacos and 3 beers. God damn, that's terrible. See, yeah, that's on a whole nother level of pick me. I'm not doing that shit. Like, you're not moving in with me. I'm not waiting for a date. I'm not doing any like crazy favors for you. It ain't that serious. It's too many men out here. It's too many men out here willing and ready for me to be a pick me over one. And that's the thing about pick me's is that like pick me's don't know their worth. Like that's the issue. Pick me's don't know their worth. Oh my God. This one of the girls on YouTube said that the girl picked him up from the date and she slept with him. She waited 8 months. She waited 8 months to go on a date with the guy, and she pretty much had to court him on the date and she slept with him. God damn, that's terrible. You know how when you have like a mark on your credit and it takes like 7 years for it to come off your credit report, that is going to take like a year. Like that's like the pick me report, that's going to take a year to come off your pick me report, because that's just crazy. Like that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Have you ever been in love? I thought I was in love. I thought I was. You know how men will be like, they'll joke about women's body count and be like, women have a hoe fax. You know what I mean? Instead of a Carfax, they'll be like, women have a hoe fax. Women also have a goddamn pick me report. And so I gotta put my glasses on and be like, all right, it's time for your yearly review over your pick me report. All right, so we're in quarter 4 of your pick me report. Okay. Um looking back, it looks like you hold on, am I reading this right? Hold on. Okay, so for our last quarterly review, it looks like you slept with a guy because he was sending you good morning text messages. Okay, so why did you do that? We later found out he had been subscribed to my spicy page and buying stuff off my wish list. I only met him briefly. Damn. These men have no these men have no fucking shame. What is the male equivalent of a pick me report? So like you're saying like the male version, so like their skeletons and like shit that like they've done, what's that version? Girl, I don't know. Their dog report. Their dog report. How many hearts have you broken? How many people have you manipulated? I don't know. I'm just coming up with stuff. Hey, lady, why do women say if he wanted to, he would? Is this true? Okay, first off, I hate that shit. Like, I hate that term. I hate that phrase. If he wanted to, he would. I hate that shit. It's like, it's dumb logic because it's like, if he wanted to, he would. If he wants to fuck you, he's going to do it. If he wants to fuck you bad enough, he's going to do it. If you tell a man, I'm only having sex with you if we're in a relationship. If he wants to fuck you bad enough, he's gonna be like, okay, will you be my girlfriend? Like, if he wanted to, he would. That's stupid because it's based off of the intention. Men will do whatever is required in order for them to get their intention met. The turkey reports. I try to be mysterious about what I like now because some men will take women's interest to use on other women. Yup. That's the reason why men want your Instagram. They don't want your number. They want your Instagram because that's easy. All they got to do is look at what you posted. And they're like, "Oh, okay, she likes I don't know, she likes pottery and she likes all of this, she likes all of that." And so they're going to look at your Instagram and be like, "Oh, okay, she's reading a book and it'll be whatever book." And then what he'll do, he'll talk to another girl and he'll be like, "Oh, I'm reading such and such." And she'll be like, "What do you know about that book?" He knows about that book because some girl on Instagram posted it. Community dingling report. Okay, so this guy says women want all three: affluence, attraction, and loyalty, but can only get two. Because if a man has money and is attractive, he's not loyal. If he's loyal and rich, he isn't attractive, etc. Sad but true. Which would you sacrifice out of attraction, affluence, and loyalty? Loyalty. I don't care about loyalty. I don't care about loyalty. But the thing about it is that with me not being loyalty, we're sleeping with condoms. We're gonna be using condoms because you're not about to have your loyalty get me caught up. And if you get another woman pregnant, I'm out of there. But I was a stripper. I've been on that. I've never cared about men being like men cheating. Never. I've never cared. So is Jazzy wrong for settling with Cam Newton? She got two out of three. I don't think it's so much. I don't think it's so much of the fact of Cam Newton not being loyal. It's the fact of what he's saying publicly. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact of what he's saying publicly. Like, let that girl get cheated on in peace. You know what I'm saying? Let that girl do all that stuff in peace. And then she doesn't help because she's constantly portraying herself as like my man, my man, my man. Okay, shut up. You're over here, my man, my man, my man. And he's like, okay, where's another girl at? Where's another woman at? Where's another woman at? You know what I mean? It's like y'all can't be out here. The thing about it is that men are not status symbols for women. Like there's no such thing as a trophy husband. The only way that a man can really be of status to a woman is if he has affluence. You know what I mean? And if he's attractive. That's it. So the loyalty part, okay, that's really not something that men lead in with. Like loyalty is not something that men lead with. So it's like, why am I caring about loyalty when men aren't loyal? Like men just pretend like they lead with that, but they don't actually care about that. Mm-mm. They don't care. The thing about it is that women look for male validation so much from men that women take cheating personally. And it's like, you can't take cheating personally. You can't. Everyone gets cheated on. Everyone gets cheated on. And it's like women keep thinking that they can do something and not get cheated on. You can't. There is nothing you can do. Okay. You can freaking slurp and goggle and freaking bounce and do all these tricks and crawl on walls and fucking give your whole paycheck and fucking cook and clean and have a ton of babies, and you're still gonna get cheated on because that's just who men are. Like I hate to break it to you, but that's what it is. And women have to quit. Women have to quit thinking that cheating is a reflection of themselves. It's not a reflection of you. I'm telling you, it's not a reflection of you at all. This is why men always say, "Oh, well, I can love you and I can still cheat." Love is completely different to men as it is women, but um men also understand where it's like, dude, they're just gonna sleep with people. They're just gonna sleep with people and like not think anything about it. You know what I'm saying? So once women just understand that it's like you didn't get cheated on because you're not worthy. You didn't get cheated on because you're a terrible person. You didn't get cheated on because you're not attractive. Now, are those like potential reasons as to why you could get cheated on? Yes. But if I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing, and I know that I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, I'm only doing what I need to do so that way if I walk away from the relationship, I'm cool. I'm satisfied with how I played my part in the relationship. Anything else that that man chooses and that man decides to do, that's on him. You know what I mean? That's on him. My thing is this: another person's actions, it shouldn't dictate how you feel about yourself. It shouldn't dictate how you feel about yourself. But here's the thing: not everyone is like me. Not everyone is like me. And for some women, getting cheated on really harms them mentally. It does. It really, really harms them mentally. So if you know, why can't I use my phone while watching this? Go on YouTube. I think you might be able to watch the live on YouTube because I'm on YouTube doing the live too. Um, what you think is the best protection measure for schmecks? I don't know. Condoms? I don't know if I like that's the only way, that's the only protection I'm thinking of is condoms. Do you separate men from male nature? I'm a good man, but because of my nature, I love novelty in new women. Well, that's male nature. That's male nature. Men like variety. And I resonate with that because as a woman, I love variety. I love all different races of men. I like all types of men. I don't have a type. So yeah, I mean, didn't bother me none. I'm Cuban first generation, and the women in my life trained me to understand that they cheat now. I think they love just it's not only action but a feeling. Once you realize that, it's so freeing. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like I said before, women just take cheating too personally. They do. This is why when men are like, "I'll never cheat on you," I instantly get turned off. When men start telling me about how they're going to commit to me, how they're going to be loyal to me, I just quit fucking listening. I'm like, I know you're lying. You think I'm stupid. I know you lying. Yeah, like I don't care. I like all men, black, white, Mexican, Indian, Asian. If you look good, you look good. Yeah, when they start talking about commitment, I shut my ears off. I'm like, you're lying. You think I'm stupid. Yep, they once if a man's emotionally cheating, just forget about it. Just forget about it. If we were all honest, men and women would get along so much better. No, for real. Like there was this one guy. This was back when I was using the dating apps, right? And I matched with this Indian guy. And he was super attractive, super freaking attractive. And I remember we were like talking and he was like, "Hey," he was like, I'm really straightforward." And he was like, "You're very attractive." And he was like, "I just want to sleep with you. Is that okay?" He was like, "I don't care." He's like, "We can go to whatever places you want to go to. I could take care of whatever you need me to take care of." but I'm not looking for anything serious. I am looking to sleep with you. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I want the same thing. So we're good. It works. My sneaky link, he's not really my sneaky link, but he had like we dated once, and I don't even know, I don't even remember our first date, but we still stayed friends on social media. And I remember I already knew what he was doing, and he put me in his close friends, and he put one of them thirst traps, you know, when they like have like no shirt on and they have like boxers. So I was like, you know what I mean? I was doing the Birdman. I was like, oh, okay. I know what he's trying to do. I know what he's trying to do. And so he was like kind of shy about it. And I was like, well, you clearly want to sleep with me. Like you clearly threw me in this close friends because you're trying to sleep with me, and you want something casual. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I'll do something casual with you. And we're still going to be casual when I go back home. Yeah, when they do the close friend story, you already know they're choosing. You already know they're choosing. So many games to play with men, I might as well use Mario Kart. True. Like I don't like men that don't play games. I don't like men that play games. I don't like men that play games. Nope. Nope. You need to come to me. You need to come to me honest and authentic. Like if you want to just sleep with me, just say you want to sleep with me. So that way I could say yes or no. I don't like my time wasted. That's one thing about me. I do not tolerate my time being wasted. Like, because I can't get my time back. Money, whatever. I could find a way to make the money back. That's cool. But my time and my emotions, mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, that future faking be pissing me off. That future faking be pissing me off. Oh, like you'll talk to the guy for 1 month and he's like, oh my God, I had a dream that we were living on a ranch and we had 3 children together and we named them. You're gonna start giving the names that he named them or whatever. And I'll just be thinking to myself, like, bruh, like, there's no need to cap this hard. Like, there's no need to cap this hard. I promise you. Like, just say you want to fuck. Like, it's cool. Like, I promise you. Like, we're grown. And that's the thing that be killing me. Men be acting like we're not fucking grown. We're grown. If you want to get corny as hell, so fucking corny. I hate that shit. Each woman is a project until I ghost. I love spoiling women and decorating them in luxury fashion. Well, give me some luxury fashion, boo. Hook me up with some luxury fashion, boo. Give me my luxury fashion. You like guys like my crown? I don't have little pins in it to keep it. But wait. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Um what you gonna do for the luxury fashion? What luxury fashion we talking about? What you buy? What's on the table? What's luxury? That's the thing. Luxury ain't the same to everybody. What we talking about? What designers is we talking about? This wig, I got it. I got it from TikTok shop, y'all. I don't even remember the damn brand. I don't even remember the damn brand. This new guy, I might ghost him. I like him, but I think he stole his ex-girlfriend's personality and interests. As long as he giving you money. Long as I'm getting some money, as long as I'm getting a little something, something, it's cool. You know what I mean? It's cool. And I just can't help it. I attract men that like giving me money. I can't help it. I can't help it. There was one guy after one date, he literally sent me a gift card for $300. He sent me a gift card for $300 after one date. I was like, okay, you're trying to turn me into a prostitute, I see. I like that. Thank you. You mean I get to get paid $300 to get my pussy eaten? That's great. Thanks. Oh, and then yesterday I was telling the girls on live about how I slept with this one guy on the first date, and he got jealous of my friend. Like he was like, "You and your friend must be fucking because you don't have enough time for me." He legit was jealous of my best friend. It was the weirdest fucking thing. And so when he was like talking shit about my best friend or whatever, I got pissed off. And so I guess he expected me to like um try to run after him and try to chase after him after he was like, I don't want to talk to you anymore, like you're not making enough time for me, whatever, whatever. And I didn't. I was like, bye. You know what I mean? Bye. And so I guess he had a change of heart and he was like, oh, I didn't mean that. I still want to hang out with you. I want to sleep with you again. And I was like, no, nope. Nope, you had your chance. You had your one trial, your one free trial. It's done. No more. And then he started turning not crazy, but he turned into begging mode. He was like, "How much is your car note? I'll pay your car note." Like that's how bad I want it. Like please. Like he legit was begging me. Begging me. Oh my gosh, when women become Bob the Builder, a part of me dies inside. A part of me dies inside. I'm like, what are you doing, child? What are you doing, child? Why are you building this man up? Why? Men build buildings. Men literally build buildings. Why are y'all building these men up? Because that's what be killing me. Men will be like, we built the world, but I need a woman to help build with me. Like, what? Which one is it? Did you build the world or do you need a woman to build with you? I have answers. How is the builder needing someone to build with? I'm confused. I am confusion. I told the guy no because he pissed me off. And sometimes what I'll do, so this is like another tactic that you can use. So this won't work on all men. Men who have a lot of pride, this won't work on them. You have to deal with a man who doesn't have any pride in order to do this. But what you can do is you can like deal for a man for a little bit and then you just like you make a big deal over something like very very small, but the man really has to like you. This will only work if the man really likes you and he doesn't have any pride. So what you do is like you hang out with the man and like you get him to like you a lot, and then you pretty much like he'll do one small thing, but you have to blow it up. You have to blow it up real big, like he disrespected you and like he really hurt your feelings and like he really had you feel some type of way. And you have to really make him feel like he fucked up with you. And so what'll happen is he'll be like, what the fuck? Like I want to try to like win her back. Like I want to try to give I want to try to get this girl back. And so you can ask for something. You'll be like, "Oh, well, I want to go on a vacation," or like I want a new bag, or I want this. And if they don't have any pride and they really like you enough, they'll get it for you. They'll do whatever you want. They'll do whatever you ask. Like y'all women will be sending nudes to men that you like for free. There was one guy who liked me so much, I was making him pay $60 for one picture, for one nude, because he liked me that much. And he liked me for like 10 years. And I would always play these games with him where like I would make it seem as if I was interested, and then I would be like, "You're a fucking asshole. You're so mean. You're so terrible." And then I would like come back and be like really, really nice and make him like miss that nice part of me. And I'd be like, yeah, in order to keep me nice like this, like I'm gonna need money or I'm gonna need something. And so when he would ask me for favors, like he's like, I want a nude of you or whatever. And I'm like, well, it's gonna cost you money. It's gonna cost you something. And so he was sending me money for my nude. That girl that was paying a guy's rent and building the house for a guy on a ticket. The girl that was going 100-0. Like 50-50 is already bad. But that girl, and she was a white woman. She was a white woman. Y'all be so heavy on these white women, thinking that these white women got it made. Oh my God, I want to get married. I want to get married. Are you kidding me? These white women are pick-me's too, with their white boyfriends. And then even the divestment movement. I was talking about this yesterday. So many black women think the grass is greener. No, it's not. The white men are just as dusty. And this is coming from a woman who grew up in a predominantly white in a predominantly white area. Like the white men be just as fucking dusty. I'm telling you, just as fucking dusty. These white women, I'm telling you, they really don't have it made like y'all think that they do. They really don't, I promise you. A lot of them are Bobettes. Yeah, when that white woman said she was going 100-0, I was like, what? What? Yes, paid all the bills. She was his mommy. She wasn't his girlfriend. She was his mommy. Child, I don't want them to take their time. Going ahead and just me quickly. Do it quick. I don't want it. I don't need it to be slow. Make it go fast, please. How much would it cost for you to be a pick me temporarily? I can't. I have too much pride. I have too much pride. And like that's the thing about it too. If I really wanted to, I could be married tomorrow. Like I really could be married tomorrow. I really, really could. Like if I really, really wanted to, I could be married tomorrow. I could do all the things that a man wanted me to do. But I just refuse to shut the fuck up. And that's required to be a wife. You have to shut the fuck up for a lot of these men. And I fear I'm never going to shut the fuck up. I have concepts of shutting the fuck up. And I'm self aware. I'm self aware enough to know that I'm never going to shut the fuck up and I'm going to talk back. So I don't even waste men's time because I'm like, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm just not going to listen to you. I was a stripper. I've known male nature since I was like 18. And I grew up not liking men. Like honestly, I grew up not liking men. When I was young, I used to terrorize little boys. I used to kick them in the nuts. I used to beat them up. I never liked men even when I was a child. I never liked little boys. Never liked them. And so when I made the decision to dance, it was really just like I want to take advantage. I want to take advantage of men because I don't like them like that. It's just ingrained in my gene. It's just ingrained in my genes. I'm a retired man eater. That's really what it is. I'm a retired man eater. It's men who are womanizers. I'm a man eater. And I'm so unapologetic about it too. Like I don't care. I would marry you if I weren't child free and desired monogamy. I love your intelligence. You have Scorpio energy. Oh, well, thank you. And that's another thing too. Even if I wanted to get married, what's the word? The discrepancies that I have in order to get married is like a lot of men don't like it. That's another thing too. A lot of men don't like what I would want in an ideal marriage. I don't want to live with my husband. I don't. We could be neighbors. We could live in the same subdivision. We could live across the street from each other, but we ain't living under the same roof. We're not doing it. It's not good for my mental health to live with men. It's not. Door dashing cat for free is wild. I completely agree with you. Door dashing and giving your goods for free is seriously next level, lower level for sure. Yeah. If you this is a thing too. I'm gonna call like women out. So like I know men get like pissed off because I do know that there's men out there who are like, I had to pay for that, but she gave it to like someone else for free. Like she slept with someone else for free. And why is that? I can't speak for all women, but I can speak for, what I mean, just me. So this is just me. I don't know if any other women feel like this, but I look at it like this. If I am doing something for free, it means that I don't want to invest any emotional energy. I don't want to invest I want to go in with the least path of resistance. So, like, for instance, like the sneaky link guy that I have back home or whatever. Yeah, he totally got it for free. He totally got it for free. And the reason why he got it for free is because I'm not willing to I'm not willing to give this guy what he needs in order to give me money. Point blank period. I'm not willing to do what it takes to give me money because I just want to sleep with him. I just want to have sex with him. That's it, that's all. I don't want any money out of this guy because I don't feel like doing what is required to get money out of him. Cuz y'all know how some men you have to work. If you want money out of some men, you have to work very hard to get it. And this is why you have to know the right target. You have to know the right target. Some men will be pissed off that a woman gave a man sex for free, but it's like, baby, he's not a good target. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody take money from you when you're a poor target. So just don't be a target and no one will ever take money from you. You only lose money when you're giving it. So just don't get out your money. You know what I mean? You can't get mad at someone for getting it for free. He wasn't a good target. You know what I mean? He wasn't a good target. So just don't be a victim. I understand you wanting to take advantage of the opposite sex. Disappointment can turn into resentment. Someone has to pay for our suffering. I'm at a state of acceptance now, though. I've got my revenge. What? I don't feel like I take advantage of men. I give men what they want and they give me what I want in return. Point blank period. Ain't no man ever felt slighted by me. Ain't no man ever felt slighted by me. All the men who I've dated, I have great relationships with. The men who have given me money, I have great relationships with because I just make it clear. Like I make it and this is the thing, I don't even have to make it clear. It's not my fault that I attract men that typically like to give me money. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. If it's something I'm hunting, I'm gonna get it. Exactly. That's the thing. Yes. The man that's giving me the man that's if I'm seeking money, you know what I mean? If I'm seeking money from a man, I'm just gonna go for the man who's gonna give me the money. Like I don't it's no other way. Like, it's no other way about it. And it's like, I worked in a club. Like, I know how to seduce men and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know what to do. I know what gets them going for them to give me money. Like, because I literally, men paid for my college. I literally I literally was working to have men give me money. That's what I did for 4 years. So it's kind of like, I can't help it. That was my foundation. My foundation with men was having them give me money. You know what I mean? Like, at the strip club, is the man going to be like, "Oh my god, I feel slighted because I had to pay for a dance"? It's like, bro, we're at the strip club. You're at my place of employment. You know what I'm saying? You're at my place of employment. So, yeah, like, you're going to pay me. Of course they weren't pissed off. Now they're pissed off when you try to scam them, because some women would scam the customers. Some women would scam the customers and the men would get mad over that. But the thing is, they rarely have both. So either you get the D or money. That's why we should have many. That part, that's what men like. This is the thing. Men don't like it. Men don't like it when women play male games. Men don't like that. Men do not like that at all. Men want the games for only them to have fun with. And they want us to be the little toys that they just manipulate and play with and throw away and pick back up. They want us at their disposal. And so when men see women out here like playing games like men, a lot of men don't like it, because it's like, you're not going to be with a woman that has everything. That's why you cheat. You know what I mean? Your wife is a starfish. Your wife is just laying there now. And you're like, this is boring. I'm doing all the work. I want to go get me a certified freak. I want a woman who's going to be fucking doing backflips on the D. Though this, my wife can't do all this stuff. She's not doing all this stuff. So what do? They go find a freak. They go deal with someone that's doing what their wife isn't doing. Women do the same thing. The guy that has money, his pee is this small. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, is it over yet? And do that for the rest of my life. Like, that's terrible. I'm not gonna do that for the rest of my life. Like, nope. You can just give me money and I'll figure it out with someone else. I'll get me Kang Dingaling. I'll give me Kang Dingaling. And you could give me your money. Ugh, the 1 minute men are terrible. The 1 minute men are terrible. I really love a man who like prides himself on like not going out like a sucker, finishing fast. Like, when they know that they really want to finish fast, but they're like, nope, nope, I gotta make it last. I gotta make it last forever. Like Keith Sweat. Those are the type of men that I like. Like, do you not have any pride? Like, men will have pride in everything else aside from how long they last in the bedroom. A guy cursed me out because I wouldn't tell him my height or weight and zodiac sign. Well, yeah, because that's invasive. Like, would he like it if you asked him his credit score, his bank account, and his zodiac sign? Would he like that? Yes, and then they say it never happens. Yeah, it's like, what? What? But yeah, it's like, I don't know. That's another reason why I don't believe in monogamy. I just, I don't know. I want the perfect man in like four different men. Have you ever been with a guy who has money and was good in bed? Is that a real thing? You want to know what's crazy? Actually, I have, but his dick was small. But he was still good in bed. Like he aimed to please. He did. He aimed to please. But his dick was small. But he did aim to please. A lot of the men that I deal with that like when they earn a lot of money, they may not be good. Oh my god, yes. I sometimes think of him. He was 6'5" and went rounds and paid the rent. See, that's what I love. Not someone asking, not this dude asking is 7 inches small. Surprisingly was younger. Dude, the younger ones are the best ones. And that's the thing that's crazy because that's the crazy thing about it. It's so much, it's so much wealth out here. It's so much money out here. These men are getting rich young. They're getting richer at a younger age now. And them younger ones, they don't need no honey pack. They don't need that's actually one thing that's annoying me dealing with men my age. Why do we have to drink all the time before we have sex? Like you can't perform sober. Is any are any other women experiencing that with these men who are in their 30s? I'm so tired of these men wanting to fucking drink alcohol before we sleep with each other. I'm tired of it. Yes. Drink some water. Drink some water. Maybe they are also alcoholics. Who knows? Yeah, and that shit annoys me, dude. I'm not trying to drink every time just for you to be able to like get it up and keep it up. Yeah, they wanted to make exactly. I feel like they wanted to make them like last longer. Do you believe in soul ties? Um, so I mean, I even though I'm spiritual, you know what I'm saying? I am a spiritual person, but I feel like this. Um, I do believe in soul ties, but I also kind of feel as though you have to be in a very weak, in a very vulnerable place to have a soul tie. Be freaking real, dude. I don't know. I don't know. Like, imagine getting ready and it's over in 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, yes. It's like, what? What? And they don't even warn you either. Like, they don't even like breathe heavy. They don't even like make a noise or anything like before. Like, it's just, you think everything is going good and then it just stops. And then you're like, why is it getting soft? Why is it, why? Oh my God, like, it's like I'm in a state of shock when that shit happens because like it's a surprise. Like they don't even like warn you. Like you could at least announce that you're gonna finish. What is a soul tie truly asking? So pretty much, okay, so a soul tie is like it's usually created, like they say it's usually created when you sleep with someone, but pretty much what it is like when you like spiritually attach yourself to someone. So it's the belief like, when you sleep with someone, there's an exchange of spiritual energy and it ties you to the person. So it will like make it harder for you to like not think about them, it'll be harder for you to get over them because like you slept with them and like now your souls have like intertwined with one another. Oh my God. Who Rocket P13? You are crazy. You are crazy. Hey Vanny, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube, guys. So when it comes time for them to shut this shit down for Americans, because they're going to probably. When it's time to shut this shit down, they're gonna you guys can be with me on YouTube. And I love YouTube because it's like picture in picture and it'll stay in the background. So you can, do your hair and your makeup and all that stuff while listening to me. That cracks me up. You don't need alcohol. You're dehydrated. Chow, I didn't vote. I didn't vote for nobody. I had a guy take me for Thai food, and right after, he gave me the best 4 rounds I needed. Ugh, I love that for you. After being celibate for a month, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yes, JH, thank you. Yes, I'm gonna make another video tomorrow. I'm gonna post a video how to level up without a man so that y'all don't become begging bitches. We don't like begging bitches. You got to get you some money. That's like another thing too that that's another thing that women underestimate. Usually, like in order for you to get a man with money, you need to have some money. You do. You need to have some money. Money likes money. Dude, 4 rounds. Oh, that sounds nice. I've been celibate for, oh, yes, give me that money. I love the money gun. I love the money gun one. That's my favorite one. Um, I've been celibate for going on 4 months. Going on 4 months. I love how we always talk. We've been talking about schmecks on my lives lately. I'm so perverse, so it doesn't shock me at all. But I love hypergamy. In order to keep a man with money, you need money. You need money not to get one. Give it to me and go home. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to go for 4 rounds. I don't know. Maybe my little link back home will give me that. Maybe he can do that. And another thing that I like about that guy that I sleep with is that like he doesn't finish. He literally lets me call the shot. So like he won't finish until I say that he can finish. Like until he knows I'm like satisfied. Yes, Samantha Jones is my favorite. I was way too young watching Sex in the City, but at a young age, I resonated with Samantha. I was like, I'm going to love sex like this. Like, I just already knew it. I knew at a very young age I was sexually empowered, I guess. I knew that at a young age. Tory Burch. Oh my God, he's a firefighter. Oh my God, those firefighters. Listen, ladies, if y'all are looking for a man to satisfy y'all in the bedroom, get a firefighter. Those firefighters are like, I don't know what the fuck it is with firefighters, but oh my God, I slept with 2 firefighters. Those men are, they're so strong and they're nasty. I'm telling you, y'all need to start a fire at y'all house. Y'all need to start a little fire at y'all house and get them firefighters at y'all place. Cause them firefighters, I'm telling you, them firefighters are gonna, yeah, they're gonna ignite your fire. I crack myself up. Oh, I crack myself up. Oh my God, 6'2", 4'9". One of my exes was 6'4". I'm only 5'1". I'm short. I was living in the air when we were doing the do. I was living in the air when I was doing the do. But those firefighters, that was another thing too that I noticed with the firefighters. The firefighters were so quick to I ought to reenact it, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to on live. But then firefighters so will freaking pick you up and like cuff your like the back of your knees around their legs and just fucking be while you're in the air. I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, oh my God, you're really trying to prove your strength to me. Yeah, I know one of the firefighters. He for sure was married. And I knew he was married because after he took me out for dinner, he wanted to go to a hotel. I was like, all right, so you're oh my God. Speaking of neighbors, oh my God, y'all are gonna crack up at this. Because I'm never getting rid of it. I'm never getting rid of it. Hold on. Hold on. I'm coming right back. Y'all are going to crack up at this. Y'all are going to crack up at this. So, when I had lived in Chicago, I lived in a high rise. And so this was one of my ex-boyfriends. And like I'm 5'1", okay, I'm short. And my ex at the time was like 6'4", okay? And we were doing the deed all the time, okay? Everywhere in my place, okay? Every fucking where in my place. One day this letter gets slipped underneath my damn door, and I'm going to read it to you. It says, "Dear neighbor, I know we've never met, and this is so uncomfortable for me to do, but I've been hearing a lot of loud noise the past several months." Oh shit, Amadi, I've only read one sentence. I've been hearing a lot of loud noise the past several months that keep me up at night, wakes me in the morning, interrupts my work meetings during the day, etc. It gets worse. It gets worse. It shakes my entire wall. It shakes my entire wall and can be heard anywhere in my apartment. I was wondering if it would be possible to move your bed away from the wall to help minimize the noise that travels over. I'd really appreciate it. Here's the kicker. My bed was on the opposite wall. It was on the opposite wall. The end. I have to keep this letter. Like I have to keep this letter because it's just so funny. I wasn't embarrassed. I was proud. I was like, yes, like I have a great sex life. I have a great sex life. It was confirmation that I have a great sex life. So I was like, I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this. Right. I should frame it. I should frame it. Like for real. I should frame it. She said, I don't know if it was a man or and that's what's so funny. They must have liked hearing it because they didn't tell me to keep it down. They told me to move my bed so that the sound wouldn't travel as much. They didn't even tell me to quit. They didn't even tell me to quit making all that noise. So obviously they liked what they were hearing. No, because That was when I that's when well, oh, someone else complained. So one of my ex-boyfriends, he had a roommate and his roommate used to complain about us. But any neighbors of mine, no. Since that letter, I've tried to be more mindful of that. I do. I try to be more mindful. But yeah. So that's how I be getting down. That's how I be getting down. I usually tell him to cover my mouth because I'm loud. Chow, usually I just tell them to choke me so I can't breathe. Then no sound will come out. But they can cover my mouth too. That works. That works just as good. I don't like BDSM anymore. I used to be a sub a long time ago. I used to be a sub and like I used to have a dom, but I'm not into it anymore. I'm not into that anymore. I'm into it if you pay me though. If you pay me, I'll be into it. Hey boo. Hey boo, you missed it. You missed it, girl. I was telling them the letter that my neighbor left when I lived in my old apartment. And it was like a complaint. It was a sex complaint, how we were being too loud. They said I was waking them up. They said I was interrupting their meetings. They said I was keeping them up, waking them up, interrupting their meetings, shaking their wall. I had one guy who came over and he looked like Jacob Elordi from Euphoria. Okay, and my God, I would be in heaven. My goodness, I would be in heaven. You think it's disempowering? Now I do. I do now. I do. I feel it. It. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I would have turned. Girl, I don't think it was any way we could have turned it up more. I really don't. It was no way we could have turned it up more. We were P stars in that apartment, man. We were P stars. How do you feel about a man making noise? I wish they would make more noise. I do. I wish they would make more noise. Oh, y'all crashed out like the kids say. I do. I wish men would make more noise in the bedroom. Nothing crazy, of course. Nothing crazy, of course, but just a little something, you know what I mean? But that is actually one reason. That's another reason why I like the sneaky link that's back home, because he actually does like make some noise and like he actually like does like talk. Yeah, I like someone that's going to talk me through it. Like talk, say something. I like it when it's reversed. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, talk. Talk us through it. I don't want to I don't just want to hear myself talking. I don't want to just not talking, but I don't want to hear myself just making these noises and talking. The quiet stuff is weird. It's like, are you enjoying this? Like, is this okay? Is there anything I could do better? Questions, comments, concerns? When a man makes more commentary during it, wow, I get even more excited. Me too. Me too. Because I'm like, yes, he's into this. He's into this. And like, normally, if you know the other person is into it, then like, it's going to make you more into it. Like, them being turned on turns you on. Not like how Shannon was. I was like, that shit was fake. That shit was fake. He was just trying to beat the gay allegations. Remember when Shannon Sharp stepped out of that car, out of that truck? He was like, he was like, he came out that car. He was trying to beat them. He was trying to beat them gay allegations. Any thoughts on Jada and Will? Dude, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. That's such like a publicly it's so messy. I don't even know where to start with Jada and Will Smith. Like, here's the thing. Jada Pinkett didn't want to get married. Like, she actually did not want to get married in the first place. Yeah, Jada wants Tupac or a woman. Like, Jada never wanted to get married to Will Smith. She never wanted to get married. And so I think she just went on ahead and got married because she's like, it's fucking Will Smith. You know what I mean? He's got the money, he's got the status, he's got everything. And she's like, I'll just make it work. You know what I mean? And made it work until she couldn't make it work anymore. But like Jada Pinkett, I think is from Philly. Yeah, Will Smith is too soft. Like like Jada is rough around the edges. Jada needs someone rough. Jada should have been with Jada should have been with the dudes Tony Braxton was with. Remember how Tony Braxton dated Birdman? She was a Birdman and Dennis Rodman. Those are the type of Jada should have been with them type of men. Jada didn't want August. She had August. She didn't want him. She had him. Isn't that so weird that Tony Braxton was with Birdman? Like, like what? Like, that is one of the couples that still shocks me to this day. I'm like, huh? I swear I ain't got hot flashes, y'all, but the heat was blasting all day while I was gone at work. And so it's still hot as fuck in my place. And normally it's freezing. Like, what the fuck is Tony Braxton doing with Birdman? That's like such a weird that's such a weird combination. Will should have ended up with one of the Tia and Tamara girls. I don't really think he would have worked out with either of them either. Because Tia like niggas. Like Tia like niggas. She actually her and it's crazy because her and Tamara are so opposite. Her and Tamara are so opposite. Like Tia likes black men. She likes leading with her being black, and Tamara does not like that part of her. Like Tamara's husband is white. Tamara is like more conservative. Right. I'm like, girl, what are you doing, Tony? What are you doing? Speaking of freezing, anyone know of a good cooling pillow that works? I don't know, girl. You're gonna have to check Amazon. But the thing about those cooling pillows, they only stay cool for so long and then they just turn into a regular ass pillow. Oh, you mean Tia. You mean Tia regrets the divorce. Because I think Tamara's still married. When he gets a woman, she's gonna lose her mind. Honestly, I don't think Tia's stunting Corey. I honestly don't. Because as soon as her and Corey got divorced, she lost a lot of weight. You know what I mean? She seems fair. She seems happy. Yeah, Tamara likes the white men, which is nothing wrong with them. I don't like I said before, the way I see it, the colors, that's all it is colors. The men are all the same, damn near. Their PPs just come in different colors. That would be one thing when I would talk to black women, because like I don't know. I was one of the very few like black women who I knew that was still like that talked to white men. And that's the thing too. Talking to white men is like more in style. I was doing it before it was cool. You know what I mean? I was doing it before it was like accepted. And so I remember black women would be like, ew, like you sleep with white men, like, but their dicks are pink. And I'm like, it's inside of me. Why would I care? Like, I don't care about that. Out here swimming in milk. Okay, so Rocket P, you must be black. You're a black man. I just like me a tall man who is fine and can spoil me. And I like the color pink. I love the color pink. Okay. I'm obsessed with the color pink. I love pink. But yeah, black women would always say that. They would be talking about white men's pink penises. And I'm like, I don't care about that. I love pink. I love pink. My tongue is pink. What are you talking about? Oh, you're biracial. Nice. I'm multiracial. I'm multiracial. My ancestry, oh my God, my ancestry is ridiculous. Like, I am legit a mutt. Legit a mutt. So my ancestry is literally, so it's Nigerian, Congo, Mali, Swedish, Denmark, Irish. I'm 10% Irish actually. Sweden, Denmark, what else? Mexican. Um I'm trying to think. I know I had some Senegal in there too. Yeah, but I'm multiracial. A seasoned white man. Whew. Thank you, Pink Lotus. I like biracial men. I do. I like biracial men. I like the light skinned men too, or like caramel skinned men. I like the dark skinned men too. Honestly, I like them all. I like them all. Yeah, I have a whole sleeve. I can't pull my sleeve up all the way, but I'm tatted up. I'm tatted up. I am. I have a lot of tattoos. Oh, well, Rocket P13. Thank you, but I'm well aware that not all men are evil and lack emotional depth or, intelligence. I'm well aware, but I'm just trying to protect women. That's really all it is. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. I got a little muscle. I do. I got a little muscle. But yeah, I know. Listen, I understand that all men are not like these terrible human beings. You know what I mean? My father, he ain't too bad. You know what I'm saying? My father, he's pretty cool. But my father, he still does shit. You know what I mean? That men, he's not immune. But my dad's not like a monster or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Dim the lights and put some Sade on and bring that tall man in. I assume most men hate your content. I got a man right here. I got a man right here on TikTok. He likes my content. The thing about it is this: the men who it doesn't apply to, they don't give a fuck. Like that's the thing. The men who it doesn't apply to, they don't give a fuck. Like the guy that I sleep with literally follows me on here. He follows me on TikTok. He literally has sent my own TikToks to me and we like joke about them and like laugh about them. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I feel like this. You're probably right. The women who are the most misandrous probably were the biggest pick me's. I don't think that I actually don't think that that's like a bad conclusion. I feel like that's actually probably a very accurate conclusion. Um but I feel like this. If misandrous is really just like being honest and just addressing like male behavior, then shit, I guess I'm a misandrous then. But I don't hate men. I don't hate men. It's just I just want to be left alone. That's really it. I just want to be left alone. That's really it. I just want to be left alone. I don't have any pets, but I really want a cat. I really want a cat. I'm ready to start my cat lady life. I was the biggest people pleaser and now I'm a womanizer. Hey, it be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes. I just like men, art, mini skirts, and Hello Kitty. That sounds about right. You can add gardening. You can add that to the list too for me. I like gardening. In order to know the game, you had to be a victim of it. Not for me. No, I'm telling you, not for me. Not for me. I wasn't even in a relationship before I started stripping. I just, I don't know. I just always viewed men as tools. Like, I know that sounds really horrible, but I just always viewed men as tools. Like, how can I use this man as a tool to like help me get what I want? I don't know. I'm very strategic. I'm very narcissistic, very selfish. So so me being a selfish person is, how are you going to help me? Even if the man don't give me no money. Like this is the thing. Even if a man doesn't give me money, his brain is valuable. There's something that I can learn from him. And so I found ways to make money. I found ways to make money just by using men's brains, just asking them questions. Like I'm doing like crypto. I'm doing well in crypto because yeah, a man like told me how to do it all. He did. I took his advice and I did everything he told me. For me, I learned from other people, especially Carrie Bradshaw, of what not to do. Yeah, she was a fucking pick me. Like when I watch Sex in the City, I'm just like, a lot of the time I feel bad for Mr. Big because I'm like, my God, I would hate dealing with this shit. I would be so turned off. Yeah, that's what I say. I feel like I made a video about that, but selfishness is good. It's an act of self-preservation. You got to be a little narcissist. You got to be a little narcissistic. What was the dynamic like between your parents? Girl, it wasn't no dynamic. I was an accident. I was an accident, child. I was a whole accident. I wasn't even supposed to happen. My parents weren't even together. My parents was just fucking. What is it with misogynistic mothers who coddle their sons and parent their daughters? A lot of mothers romanticize their sons because their heart's been broken. So then they just kind of feel like, oh, well, I wasn't able to get romance. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't able to get romance in my life from the man that I wanted. So I'm gonna create my son into my boyfriend. You know, I'm gonna create my son into the love of my life and give him all the love that I used to give his daddy or whatever. A lot of them have so much animosity with their daughters because they don't like their fucking reflection. A lot of women don't like their reflection. They don't. That's why they're like, "Oh, she's fast. She's fast." Okay, then you had to be fast then. For you to know what fast is, that means you had to be fast. That's why you don't want her being fast because you were fast. They don't like their daughters because they don't like their reflection. Like, no, you don't like you. You don't like you, girl. It ain't your daughter. You just don't like you. Me and you know what? I'm so happy that I didn't have a mother that was like that. My mom, she was like, "Girl, you ain't fast." She just be like, "Don't get pregnant. Don't make my mistakes." You know what I mean? But like my mom let me wear makeup young and like let me like dress cute and stuff and wear like mini skirts and stuff. My family wasn't like, "She fast, she fast." My family was like, she's a girl. She's a girl. Girls wear makeup. Girls wear skirts. You know what I mean? This is stuff. Girls have purses and wear cute shoes and stuff like that. Like they weren't, and that's the thing. It's like when you're depending on what type of culture your family will uphold, and this is very common with black families. When a girl turns into a young lady, she a lot of people in the black community equate that with her turning into an object of being sexualized. I feel like a lot of black people think that once black girls turn into young women. And so that's where all that fast talk comes from. Like, I'm just grateful I didn't have to have that upbringing. One of the reasons I like older men because their mothers are gone or here. That's actually a valid reason. Then they accuse their daughters of being manipulative and evil. Yeah, because the mama is manipulative and evil. Like I said before, mothers don't like their reflections. They don't. Mothers don't like their reflections at all. I'm about to make some tea and get some rest. I enjoyed your impromptu live very much and glad you're at a place of acceptance. Thank you. Good night. Um, right. Like, I'm sorry. A man choosing his mom over me. Like, is your mom fucking you? Like, is your mom fucking you? Because that's how some of these men will act. Like, is she the one sleeping with you? Because you sure are acting like it. You sure are acting like it. My mom constantly brings other people into our arguments and then gets mad when I do the same. My mom used to do stuff like that. She used to do stuff like that. She really doesn't anymore, but it is what it is. The moms are gonna mom. The moms are gonna do mom things. Yes, my mom's relationship was so weird because I think she envied me for getting princess treatment and money. Yeah, and that's the thing too. A lot of moms do envy their daughters. And the mom brainwashed them to act that way and it only hurts their sons. Yeah, because ain't no woman gonna be dealing with them. I'm an only child, yeah. I'm an only child, so my mom had no choice but to dote on me and love on me and, you know, do all this do all this stuff because it was just me. It was just me. I'm still cracking up at her liking older men because the mothers are gone or too old to interfere. Good night, Pink Lotus Tribe. I'm gonna be on here for 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna hop off. I don't give only child vibes. Well, that's good, I guess. I went to a Majuri, a jeweler store in New York City, and I think the salesman gave me a big discount just because I'm pretty and was polite. Same. This ring, I got this ring from a jeweler. I did. I got this ring from this is backwards. So hold on. I'm having a but I got this ring from a jeweler and literally same thing happened. Same thing happened. He I have a sister, but we weren't raised with each other. I was raised as an only child, but I do have a sister. I have a sister and a brother, but he gave me a few $100s off. I was like, what? He was this old bald white man. And I was like, I really wanted to like kind of like low key shoot my shot, because I think he actually owned the place. He did. He owned the place, and I'm like, man, I would love to just spend time with this old bald white man and have him spend some old bald white man money on me. But I was like, I'm only in town temporarily. This won't work. Won't be a good target when we're distant. So I was like, forget about it. Oh, hell yeah. See, that's beautiful. One of your rings was completely free. I love that for you. Love that for you. Yeah, pretty privilege is nice. Like honestly, it is. It's very nice. People definitely treat you different when you're pretty. You get away with more things too. Cuz oh my god, the way I used to act in some of my relationships, Lord Jesus. Those men should have been discarded me and got rid of me, but they let me act crazy cuz I was pretty. Right. People, I swear to God, people really do act like you have to be a supermodel to get pretty privilege. It's like, no, all you have to do is just put in a little effort. All you got to do is put in a little effort. That's it. And you'll get pretty privilege. Like when I get off this live, I'm going to wash off my makeup and I'm going to do my face routine and I'm going to use my high frequency wand for my face and then I'll use it for my hair because I'm growing my hair out. Because my hair used to be so long before I cut it. I can actually grow out my hair pretty long. Like I literally grew my hair out like this long before. Like literally super, super long. And then I got addicted to cutting it. I don't know what was wrong with me, but I just kept cutting it and cutting it. And I was cutting it so short. It was like a bob. It was so short. I got it cut. Actually, I got it even cut this short before. Because I don't have an attachment to hair. Like if I don't feel like having my hair long, I just won't have it long. And I'm like, well, when I'm ready to have it long again, I'll just grow it out. And so now I'm in the stage where I want to grow my hair out. So that's why I've been wearing wigs and stuff, so I can leave my hair alone. And I've been taking my hair, skin, and nail supplements and using my high frequency wand. Do you guys want a video on that? Do you guys want Do you guys want a video on I don't know, hair holds memories unless I'm taking an exam. All right, I'll give you guys a video. I'll give you guys videos about that. So pretty much what I do for like pretty privilege to like gain my pretty privilege is it'll be one thing that I'll focus on. So I'll focus on one thing. So like you could choose something to focus on. So maybe you want to focus on your skin. Maybe you want to focus on how to do your makeup. Maybe you want to focus on your teeth. Like you want to get your teeth whitened. Maybe you want to focus on your hair. Maybe you want to focus on your nails. Maybe you want to focus on your lips. The thing about being a woman is that like women and men have the same facial features, but the facial features are, I guess, dissected more in women. So, like, men will look at your lips and think of like what you can do with your lips. Men will look at your hands and think of like how soft your hands are. Men will look at your teeth and like admire your smile. Men will look at your skin and like appreciate how soft it is. So, I think a lot of women don't realize that it's these very small features of yourself that you can work on to enhance your beauty. When you work on like little parts at a time, that's how you enhance your beauty overall. What's your take on Shira 7 saying men don't like curly hair? Okay, so if you scroll far enough on my TikTok, you will see that I'm a curly natural. So I'll wear my hair curly natural. Um, I don't have any. I like wearing my hair naturally curly, unless I'm trying to grow it. But I don't find anything wrong with what Shira said about what Shira said regarding men not liking curly hair, because really what she was talking about was um sociology, right? So sociology. And so through sociology, the way that we socialize, the societal norms that we have, the most like common hair texture is like a wavy hair texture. So something probably like, I don't know, probably like 3A or something, like, probably like a 3A hair type, something more wavy. That's the more common hair type. Having like I have 3C hair. That's really not common. Most people aren't walking around with 3C like S curls and coils and kinky. Yeah, 2C, honestly. 2C, yeah. 2C is the most common. So when she made that comment, it wasn't that she was saying that there aren't men that don't like curly hair. What she was saying was that overall, okay, overall, it's going to be safer and you're going to get more of a return on your investment when you choose to have hair that's the most common type of hair. That's why she said what she said. Are there men out there who like curly hair? Hell yeah. I was actually getting the most I was getting the most attention, and this is another thing you can do too. Change your hair and pay attention what type of men you attract. Like I'll do that for shits and giggles. I'll be like, I'm going to wear my hair naturally curly. I just want to see who's going to pay attention to me. And so usually when I wear my hair naturally curly, usually a lot of white men talk to me. Like usually my naturally curly hair, it attracts white men. White men tend to like my natural curly hair. So you could play around. Yeah, exactly. When I put on extensions, they love the long hair. Exactly. So you can play around with it. And like that's the thing. Like I don't here's the thing, like I think is like women, You should be comfortable changing your identity. You should, and especially Black women. One thing that's like, one thing I hate about the Black community is it's like a confined box of Blackness. Like, if you do not fit this box, if you don't fit these 6 boxes, you're not Black. And it's like, bruh, I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I'm not trying to fit into a box. I'm not trying to fit into no box. I just want to look how I want to look on any given day. So, you know what I'm saying? If I want to put on my blonde wig, that's got the bayang, you know what I'm saying? I want to wear a bayang that day and it's blonde, and I'm gonna wear my blonde bayang. Just because I'm wearing my blonde bayang don't mean I want to be white. It just means I want to be blonde that day. Yeah, I'm a chameleon. Like, I like to just change how I look. My personality is like, I have different personalities, I feel like. Yeah. So I feel like when I like change my makeup, when I change my wardrobe, when I change my hair, it's like giving me an outlet for my personality. It's giving me an outlet for like to like be creative. Ooh, when I put pigtails, they go wild. Pigtails are sexy. I love pigtails. I do. I love pigtails. There's something, I don't know what it is, but there's something so sexy about pigtails to me. Yes, like changing your look is so empowering. Like, I definitely have a fluid beauty identity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I switch it up all the time. Like, that's the fun thing. I think of 90s little Kim. She has changed her so much and expressed herself so hell yeah, for sure. Definitely Lil Kim. Blonde hair, pink hair, green hair, blue hair. Like, I remember when I was young, I used to watch that Crush on You video all the fucking time. And I just loved how, like, she had on, like, the red wig with the red outfit. And then she had, like, the green short wig with, like, the green outfit. And then she had, like, the yellow bobbed wig with, like, the yellow fur jacket on. That's what you're supposed to do. Not supposed to, but it's like, why not have fun? Like, you're only on the world, living on the world once. Why not have fun with it? Why not change up your looks? You know what I mean? Your lipstick, your eyeshadow, wear a wig, dye your hair, change it up. And if you don't like it, you could just change it back. Yeah, it is. It's super empowering. Super empowering being able to like switch up your look like that. Yes, I love that. Express yourself, don't repress yourself. I like that. I love that. That's good. Express yourself, don't repress yourself. Express yourself, don't repress yourself. But yeah, just have fun with it. And like, don't question yourself. Like, um I remember I was working in Georgia, and I had worked with this woman. She was a little bit younger than me. Gorgeous, okay? Gorgeous. Darker skin, but like so beautiful. Like, her face so beautiful. And I remember I got my nails done, and I got my nails done with so I got a French tip, and then I got that chrome on top. But it was like that iridescent chrome that I got on my nails. And I remember she looked at my nails and she was like, "Oh my God, your nails are," let me show you guys my nails. She was like, "Oh my God, your nails are so pretty." And she's like, "But I'm afraid to get that on my nails. Like, what if it doesn't look good?" And I'm like, who cares? Like, just try it. And if you don't like it, just go switch out the color, get a different color. You can't make any mistakes when it comes to beauty, fashion. You can't make any mistakes. There's no such thing as a mistake. There is literally no such thing as a mistake. It's fun, and it's like playing dress up with adult money. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Remember when you would have Barbies and you would get you had the doctor Barbie, you had the beach house Barbie, you had all these different types of Barbies. Well, now you can just be your own Barbie. You know what I'm saying? Now you can, oh my God, speaking of Barbie, look at what I got. Hold on. Did I put them back in the box? Look at how cute these are, y'all. Look at how cute these are. Like, look, they're so cute. They're so cute. They're adorable. These like heal my inner child. Like they literally heal my inner child. You get it, heal. But they do. These heal my inner child. Like these are just so cute. I loved Barbies growing up. I did, and I love pink and I love glitter. Or not glitter, but I love like rhinestones and stuff. I remember one of my exes, he actually really admired the fact that I was just so authentic with like what I enjoyed. Cause I remember we would train together. Thank you. We would train together at the gym. And I used to carry around this fucking highlighter pink book bag. And I had a sequin book bag too. The book bag was all sequin. And I remember he used to be like, I just love how like you're so confident. Like you're a grown woman walking around with like a highlighter pink book bag in like a sequin book bag. And he like really admired the fact that like I didn't care. Like I dress for myself. I like the things that I like for myself. So I don't care if someone's like, what's that grown woman doing with a sequin backpack? Like, you need to grow up. I'd be like, fuck you. I don't care. I like my sequin bag. I like my pink bag. You know what I mean? I like my pink Barbie heels. Yeah. Oh no, I'm glitching. I'm sorry. Sorry. My bad, my bad, my bad. Do you think other TikTok creators giving women advice on how to get a rich man are unrealistic? Well, the only person that I follow and that I watch that gives advice on how to get provider men is Shira. And I feel like her advice is realistic. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the advice is very realistic. The difference though is I ain't doing all of that. That's the thing. I passively get providers. I don't actively get providers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and see, I'm not gonna tell a woman to change everything about herself to get a provider. That's stupid. Yeah, no, for real. I need to pin this because it's actually very true. Because a lot of people really do think that a lot of people, and you can tell that the people that think that Shira is just telling people, um, a lot of people only watch Shira, they only watch the clips. They don't watch her whole lives. And so no one is really clipping her lives when she's saying like you need to start a business. You can do drop shipping. You can sell your stuff on Poshmark. You can find other ways of income. They're not clipping that. You know what I mean? People are just only getting a reception of Shira from like the little clips that they are taking from her lives. And so a lot of people are misconstruing that information with thinking that she's just saying get a provider man and just sit on your ass. And that's not what she's saying. She's saying get you some money and then find a man and get his money too. And that's how it should be. That's how it should be. The men, I'm telling you, the men are willing and ready to give you money. Like, I kid you not. It's so many men out here. They are ready. They're ready to give you some money. Here's the thing. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say. It goes back to sociology, right? It goes back to sociology. Do you Here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. Bonquisha with her like $2 leggings, you know what I'm saying, and her little t-shirt. I don't know. She's probably not gonna, I don't know, she probably not gonna be able to like find that type of man. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes back to sociology, right? Certain groups of people associate certain things with wealth, if that makes sense. So if you've ever like eaten with a group of wealthy people, if you've ever like hung out around a group of like wealthy people, like there's they're gonna they're just gonna have certain like expectations of like how you dress, how you carry yourself, how you speak. There's just gonna be certain things that they're gonna expect out of you. And so in order for you to be accepted with those people, with those places, hi Vernon, bye. With those people, there's gonna have to be some level of conforming that you're gonna have to do in order to fit in with those people, or in order to attract those types of people. So that is dependent on how far you're willing to go. You know what I mean? That is dependent on what you're willing to do to like get this provider man. There's a lot of women, they don't want to sacrifice how they dress. They don't want to sacrifice how they style their hair to get a provider man. And that's totally fine. You know what I mean? It's independent per person. You know what I'm saying? I personally just happen to have an aesthetic that a decent amount of men, if I'm like really looking for that, a decent amount of them aren't like looking to, or are looking to like, it's never an issue. Like giving me money is never an issue. It's not that big of a deal. Exactly. You got to blend in. You got to get in where you fit in. You cannot stick out. You know what I'm saying? You got to look like you've been there before. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you can't try to get a provider man, but like you still have a hood mentality, or like you still dress like you're from the hood. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why there's always these conflicting debates about like when like black people, if they have like dreads and stuff like that, when they are working at certain workplaces and it's like predominantly white, it's like corporate or whatever, and they may work for a company that the company will want them to get rid of their locks, because the company has a certain like aesthetic or whatever. You have choice, you know what I mean? If that goes against what you want to do, and if your hair is a very strong sense of identity for you, well then you're going to quit the job. You're not going to cut your hair to You're not going to get rid of your locks to keep the job. So you don't want to conform, you don't have to conform. Yeah, we do. And here's the thing too. Here's the thing too. Um, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. It's like the subject of beauty, right? There are some women, they refuse to put on makeup. They're like, I'm not putting on that makeup. I'm not learning how to put on that makeup. But they complain about their insecurities. And it's like, okay, makeup could help enhance it could help enhance you a little bit, so that way you don't feel so insecure about certain things. And when I say, I'm talking about things that you can't change, or things that you don't have enough money to change. So like if you don't like your nose, okay, well maybe if you put on some makeup and you contour your nose will look a little bit thinner. So then it won't be as much of an annoyance for you. And but yet these women, instead of them just learning how to put on the makeup and contouring their nose to make it look smaller, what they'll do is, well, I'm glad I don't wear makeup. Those girls wearing makeup, they're doing too much. They start projecting how they feel about women that wear makeup because they're choosing not to do it. Well, you only have one of two options. You're either gonna fit in into the standard, like if smaller noses are more sought out after, if smaller noses is what increases your beauty, you only have one or two options: fit in with the standard or not. You know what I mean? You only have one of two options, but you can't complain about not fitting into the standard and you're not doing anything to try to fit into the standard. Like, which one is it? You have to pick a side. Yes, and it's the same women that, and this is the thing, it's the same women that actually admire makeup. Like they actually really, really do like makeup, but they're lazy. They don't want to take the time to learn how to do their makeup. You know what I mean? They don't want to take the time to figure all of this out. You know what I mean? They don't want to learn how to grow their hair. They don't want to learn or do a treatment every day for their edges to get their edges to grow back. You know what I mean? They don't want to do what's required to enhance your beauty, because at the end of the day, your beauty have like having beauty requires discipline. Point blank period. Having beauty requires discipline. Last night I started watching Later Daters on Netflix. Y'all see that 62-year-old black woman on Later Daters? Y'all see that 62-year-old black woman on Later Daters? Y'all gotta go look. I forgot her name. Y'all gotta go look at that lady, that black woman on Later Daters. She is 62 years old. First of all, her fucking body, oh my lord. Her body looks fucking phenomenal. Like literally, she is like bam, bam, bam. Like she wore this jumpsuit on her second date with this one man. Whoo, she looked good as hell. She looked good as hell. Makeup flawless, hair flawless. But she's active. She takes care of herself. She knows how to put on makeup. She knows how to dress. You know what I mean? Those are all skills. And so you literally can be beautiful for the whole rest of your life if you're just disciplined. That's it. Beauty is discipline. You need to eat the healthy food. You need to get off of your ass. You need to take time to do your hair. You need to take time to do your makeup. You need to make sure that your nails, even if you don't want to get them done and have them all long and scary like mine, at least have them clean. At least have them cut. You know what I mean? Like, make an effort. You know what I'm saying? Take your vitamins. Exactly. Go to the dentist. That's what I need to do while I'm over here preaching. I need to go to the dentist. But you know what I mean? Just take care of yourself. You don't want to be out here looking all old and farted out 20 years from now. And people gonna look at you and be like, "Ooh, what happened to her? Ooh, she," like that was always my fear. Like my fear when I graduated from high school, like immediately after high school, I wanted to level up. I want to level up because my biggest fear was that after I graduated high school, I never wanted someone to look at me and say, "What happened to her?" Like, that's like one of my biggest fears. I don't ever want someone to look at me and say, "What happened to her?" I will never let someone have the satisfaction of saying that. You're not going to be able to say that to me. What happened to her? That's embarrassing. Yes, not for a man, but for yourself. Exactly. For yourself. Like, y'all ever be having a conversation and y'all be talking about high school people and they bring up someone that you went to high school with and they be like, yeah, man, she done blew up. You know what I mean? She done got 12 kids now. She was the cheerleading captain and now look at her. Yeah, exactly. Like, you ain't gonna be able to. Nope. I want people. I want people to look at me, and I want them to be like, "Damn, like she's even badder than she was in high school," which I am. Which I am. But yeah, I always wanted them to be like, damn, she looks even better than she did in high school. You know what I mean? She looks even better. You know, she's even more accomplished than she was. Like, I always want people to look at me. I always want people to look at me and I always want them to be like, okay, she's doing it. You know what I mean? She doing it. Damn, 4 kids with different dads by 20. Lord. That's another thing, y'all. Stop having these babies. Please stop. Stop having these babies. Please stop it. Stop having these babies. Most of these men don't deserve babies. I'm just telling y'all straight up. Most of these men don't deserve babies. Like, why are you signing up to be a caretaker times times two, three, four? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are doing too much, man. Quit giving these men babies, please. It's not going to change him. It's not going to fix anything. Stop it. Stop it. See, that's crazy. Oh my gosh, you're so young. Class of 2023. Oh my god, you're a baby. But yeah, man, we got to stop these young pregnancies. You know what I mean? If you want to have a baby, cool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you got a long time to have children. I'm telling you. You have a long time to have children. Of course, I'm always this loud. I was a cheerleader for like 16 years. I'm loud. I'm loud. My personality is loud. I have a strong personality. Don't know what to tell you. And I don't know if you don't like it, you should probably get off of this live. Y'all, Teeny asked if I was loud. She must have missed this. She must have missed this she must have missed this note I read earlier. I'm just screwing with you. But if you were here for this note that I read from my neighbor from years ago, you would definitely know I'm loud. They said the noise is keeping me up. They said the noise is keeping me up. The noise is waking me up. The noise is shaking the wall. She was like, wouldn't you want to be a young mother instead? I remember same girl was shaming my friend for going to grad school. There is no way, okay? There is no way in hell anyone could ever convince me to be a young mom. I couldn't. I can't. I couldn't. I couldn't. Mm-mm. Too much. I can't. Mm-mm. Nope. A young mother, no thanks. And I know some women will be like, well, you just get it done and you just get it out the way. But it's like, you don't have as much money when you're younger. You don't have as much life experience when you're younger. Um, I don't know. I feel like that's very poor logic. And not only that, why are you doing something that you want to get done and out the way? Like, that's how you know you shouldn't be having kids. Like, when you're just having them and you're just like, oh, I just want to have them now to just get it done and out the way. Like, does that not sound kind of crazy? Yeah, Steve totally baby trapped Miranda. I actually did make a video about that on TikTok, but it didn't perform well, so I put it in private. But yeah, Steve totally trapped Miranda. And Miranda was just fine being a single mother. I mean, it was hard, but her life got harder once they got back together. She wasn't doing all that bad as a single mom. And then they got back together after they had their son, just for him to get mad. Like, she's a mother, she's a fucking lawyer, and she's a wife, and and she has all these roles, and he's a fucking bartender, and then has the nerve to cheat because he's like, well, you didn't pay attention to me enough, you didn't give me enough attention. Wife, mother, lawyer. Is attention in the room with us? Is attention in the room with us for us to be able to do that with all of those roles? Like, come on. And this is also why 50-50 is a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. You're going to be a mother, you're going to be a wife, and you're going to have your job. And then you still have to be a cook, you got to be a maid, you got to be a nanny, and you got to be a S worker. And you got to split half your bills. Yes, I use retinol. I use tretinoin. I use tretinoin. I feel some type of way because mothers who have their own money have options and do. This is why I said I don't have babies, you know what I mean? If you want to have babies, just have babies and have money too. You know what I mean? That's the thing. That's the thing. Like, so my mom had me when she was 18. Okay, so my mom actually had a teen pregnancy, but when my mom was on government assistance, she hated it. She was like, she did everything in her power to get us off that shit. She did everything she could to get us off that shit. She was like, she's like, I can't. She was like, I don't feel good. I don't feel right about having the government take care of us. Like, food stamps and shit. And she busted her ass. She busted her ass to make sure that, she got her degree and became a nurse. And then I was living good. I was like, dang, we got some money now. And then my mom just spoiled me, taking me to the mat counter, taking me shopping. I would get pedicure, manicure, get my hair done every 2 weeks. My mom legit gave me the princess treatment. Legit gave me the princess treatment. And this is why I expect nothing less from men. I expect nothing less from men because I've been giving, even when we didn't have money, my cousins would give me the princess treatment. We would have tea parties. They would dress me up in all these cute little frilly dresses and do my hair all cute and let me play in their makeup and, let me play and wear their heels that was like 6 sizes too big for my little feet. You know what I mean? They would buy me all the cute little bags and stuff I wanted. So all the women in my family gave me the princess treatment. Yes, I can't wait for you to make some good money and spoil yourself too, because it's nice. It is, it's nice. Like, it's so nice. Because you can just have such nice things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so nice. Like, hold on. Oh, like, it's so nice. Like, do you know how nice it is when you're like, I want to smell good. So I'm going to go buy like $300 fragrances. $300 fragrances and smell good. Woo! Oh, this smells so good. I don't know if anyone likes fragrance, if there's any fragrance whores, but this is Carmina by Creed. Oh my god, it smells so good. It's for women. Oh, it smells so good. I need to do a haul of like my fragrances that I like or use. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice when you're like, hey, I want something and I don't have to ask anyone to get it for me. I could just go get it. I could just be like, you know what? Um, so I'm addicted to getting the travel sizes. I do. I'm addicted to getting the travel sizes. Um, because it's easier for me to try new fragrances if I just buy the travel size and then I could just have it with me. I could just have it with me. But it's so nice being able to just create, like, money is important. Money is very important, ladies. Very, very important. You need to be out here making money and making a lot of it. I'm short as hell. I'm only 5'1". I'm only 5'1". I'm short as fuck. I'm short as fuck. Oh my god, I have the hiccups again. I don't understand why everyone thinks I'm tall. I get that all the time. I think it's because my legs are long. Carolina Herrera. I've never heard of it. Yeah, everyone thinks I'm tall. I'm only 5'1". I'm only 5'1". I'm short. Ooh, ow. That's on a good day. Oh. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I do. I know what you're talking about. You want to know what perfume I bought in the travel size, and I'm not. I like it, but I now that I actually have it, I feel like it's so overrated. That goddamn Baccarat Rouge 540. It's very overrated. I bought it in the travel size, and I was like, nah, it's okay. Overhyped. What other careers were you considering before sonogram? So I actually did X-ray first. So I actually was going to go into radiation therapy, but the issue with radiation therapy is that what's the outlook for radiation therapy is very poor, and the reason being is because you don't really need to employ a lot of radiation therapists. And then also, like, in a hospital, like, they don't have radiation therapists 24/7. So I was like, well, that's not going to work. So I had applied for the radiation therapy program and I had applied for the radiology program. I got into both. And so I was like, well, X-ray, I'll be able to get a job like immediately after I graduate in most cases. So I went to school for X-ray. That was actually jarring though, because I was actually one of the few people who didn't have a job lined up. by the time I graduated. So like that was kind of like defeating. And so when I was still in the X-ray program, I had taken a clerical job. I had taken a clerical job at the same hospital that I was doing clinical at. And so my hope was that my clinical place was going to hire me as an X-ray tech once I finished. But when there was an opening, they had hired another tech who had worked for like a sister hospital. They had hired him. And so I wasn't able to work for them. And all the other hospitals hired their current students. Um and then also I feel like there was some racism involved as well, but also I didn't have a good reputation either. I didn't have a good reputation um because I didn't know how to, at that time I was young and stupid, and I didn't know how to shut the fuck up. And so my business my business was out there, and my business was real messy. My business was real messy because I was a stripper. I was a stripper and everyone knew it. And I was dealing with a married man too. I was dealing with a married man too, and the married man didn't care. He used to like bring me coffee and shit, and he came to my graduation and everything. Like he didn't care. So yeah, so it was a lot of things. I had a lot of like bad I had a lot of like bad uh reputation. My reputation was really fucked up. So yeah, so I couldn't, like, it was like literally a clinical site, right? I literally was a student at the clinical site. My marks were good. I had no issues. They had a position open. I applied for the position. They ain't even call my black ass back. I didn't even get a goddamn interview. They didn't want me working in their facility. And so thankfully, this is why connections are important. This is why when you're in school, like if there's any women who are in college who are listening, this is why it's very important that you keep connections, because I was able to work my first job out of college. I was actually able to work at like one of the most prestigious hospitals in the country, because where I was at clinical, I got really cool with one of the X-ray techs who was working there. She quit there and went to another hospital. And so I hit her up and I was like, I'm having a hard time out here getting a job. And so she told her boss about me. She pretty much got me an interview. And this is also why pretty privilege is important, because pretty privilege also got me the job, because the guy who was interviewing me thought I was pretty. And I'm a new grad. Like for that hospital, I really had no business working at that hospital, especially as a new grad. Don't get me wrong, I held my own. I was like one of the top performing people there for sure. They loved me working there. But on paper, I did not qualify. But the guy interviewing me thought I was pretty, and I knew how to take an x-ray. So I got hired. So make sure when you're in college, you're making connections with people who are in your field, because connections are going to take you further than anything. Your connections will trump how strong your resume is. You know what I mean? It's really, really important. So anyway, when I was in the X-ray program, we got to shadow like different modalities. So like CT, interventional radiology, ultrasound. And I never really had a liking for ultrasound because like I don't like babies. Just being honest, I don't like babies. So, but I was ignorant. I was ignorant to the fact that ultrasound doesn't only scan babies. So when I shadowed and I was like, they're doing kidneys and uterus and scrotums and gallbladders and pancreas and vessels and breast and brains and all this other stuff. And I was like, whoa, like this world is actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. And I get bored easy. I get bored very easy. So I had liked the fact that with ultrasound, it was different types of ultrasound. And so as soon as I shadowed, I was able to see the anatomy. Like my eyes just, I was able to like make out what I was able to see. And I was like, you know what? I like this. So as soon as I graduated from x-ray, I immediately went back to school for ultrasound. Because I was like, if I don't go back to school right away, I'm never going back. So I was like, I know myself. So I was like, nope, I'm gonna apply for the program and take my ass right back to school. So that's what I did. I went right back for the ultrasound program. And then I learned my lesson and made sure that I just shut the fuck up. Nice. I just made sure I shut the fuck up this time around. And then, boom, job was lined up before I graduated. So I did it right this time. And so that's how I was able to, I guess, get into ultrasound, I guess, pretty much. Yup. That's how I did it. And I didn't have to pay a single loan because the strip club paid for all of my college. It did. The strip club paid for all of my college. So if there are any women that do like any work like that, you know what I'm saying, S work or whatever, make sure you're investing the money in something. Don't just take the money and fuck it off. Invest it into something. Hey Sedona. Yeah, so make sure you're investing it into something. Even if you don't go to college, like it's so easy. It's so easy to be able to like make money. Honestly, it's so easy. And with a lot of the money that these girls rake in, especially like these OnlyFans girls too. Oh my God, get an investment property. Get an investment property. As long as the monthly rent is being like hit every month, that means another person is paying for that house. And then you could take, if you want, you could take equity out on that house. You know what I'm saying? So that's actually my plan. My plan this upcoming year is to get an investment property. That's the goal. And like look into stuff like stocks, crypto, like look into YouTube. YouTube teaches you how to do everything, literally everything. All right, y'all. Is that it? Any questions, comments, concerns before I get off of here? I'm hungry. I'm hungry. But y'all got to figure out ways to let your money make money and find out what you're good at. Like I was like, I'm a yapper. I like talking and I have a good personality and I'm funny. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to become a content creator and get my content creator bag. Oh, what did you ask about it? What did you ask about it? I didn't even see. What does it smell like? The smell is actually like kind of hard for me to describe. Like honestly, I can't even describe the smell. Okay, the smell is kind of clean. It is. It's like clean mixed in with a little bit of like floral. And it's kind of like it's a teeny tiny bit like peppery too. A little bit peppery. But I love the smell of it. It smells so good. It does. It smells so good. Let's look at what the notes are. Let's look at what the notes are in the fragrance because I don't remember. Yeah, it's more floral. It's definitely not sweet. See, they even described it as a highly nuanced fragrance. Like, there's a lot of notes in this. Like, there's a lot of notes. Oh, I'm lagging. I'm sorry. Um, it's a lot of like notes in this perfume. Oh, and it does smell like rosy. It smells like roses too. Now that it's like the notes are toning down a little bit, it does smell like roses. If you if you like a fragrance that smells like a little bit sweeter, like if you like vanilla, I don't know if it's any vanilla girlies, you guys should check out Burberry Goddess. It smells so good. Burberry Goddess smells so good. I think I have the bottle. Hold on. Dang it, I didn't bring it. I didn't. I thought I brought it, but I didn't bring it. My ex-boyfriend bought it for me. That is one thing I can say. My ex-boyfriend, oh my God, he spent so much money on me. He spent so much money on me. Took me to Mexico, bought me all types of shit while we were in Mexico, bought me Uggs, bought me perfume. Um, what else did he buy me? Took me to like so many like nice dinners. He actually spent a lot of money on me. And then once he started acting up, I was like, deuces, I'm out of here. This is why you got to get them to spend, because when they're not spending, when they're not spending anything, that means that you're paying with emotions. And once you're paying a man with emotions, you're never going to leave. But Burberry Goddess, oh my God, it smells so good. You have to get Burberry Goddess. It smells good as fuck. Smells super good. Is this yeah, this is the travel. This is the travel size. This is the travel size. Yeah, it's safe. Honestly, it's safe. If you like vanilla, you'll like this. It smells really good. And then I have a travel size of Delina. I have a travel size of Delina. And then I have a travel size of Baccarat. Baccarat smells like the dentist. It smells like the dentist. Baccarat does. Baccarat Rouge 540. That shit smells just like the dentist. I was feeling fat when I was younger, but it was judging myself, and now it's ups and downs. That's normal. That's normal. You can't feel confident all the time. That's impossible. That's impossible. That's impossible. People are like, "Are you spiritual?" I have a whole singing bowl. Where's the bottom of it at? Where's the little pad? I don't know. But I love my little singing bowl. It's a little baby one. Look at how small it is. It literally fits in the palm of my hand. It's so little. Little small singing bowl. All right. Before you go, what are your thoughts on the Queen Maker? Okay, first of all, I love Princella. Princella actually had messaged me personally. She she sent her book to me, but I never got it, but I got it anyway, and she actually wants me to review her book. But her book that I have that I actually purchased, I have it at my other place back where I'm from. So when I'm done here, I'm going to go and read the book and then review it. But I like Princella. I do. I like her. I feel like her content's really informative. I love how she uses like biology, psychology, science. I love how she uses all of those aspects to decode male behavior and to explain male behavior because it's irrefutable. It's irrefutable. Like once you evaluate men on a biological level, once you evaluate men on a psychological level, it's irrefutable. It is. It's irrefutable. Princella, the Queen Maker. So if you like my content, you'll like Princella. But she like when she is on the furthest spectrum that you could be on when it comes to decentering men. She was married to a man. She has a child. And she's a lesbian now. She said fuck decentering. She said fuck decentering men. She said they're nowhere in my circle. She said fuck that. But yeah, I like her information. I do. I like the information that she gives. And I don't mind the fact that she's like holding women accountable too, because that's another thing. Like women have to realize that with power comes responsibility. You know what I mean? As a woman, you have to, there's a power that we have, and so you have to be responsible. You have to be responsible. You Too many women are still brainwashed thinking that men are supposed to save them, that men are supposed to be our rescue, and they're not. You know what I'm saying? They're not. So women have to understand the power that they have, and that it's sacred, and that you know what I mean? You have to hone in on your power and just not you can't let you cannot let these men be your savior. These men literally will walk you off of a cliff if you let them. And when it's all said and done, they're going to blame you. They're going to be like, well, why did you let me do it? You know what I mean? Why did you let me do that to you? They're going to look back and they're going to blame you. I even made a video about that. You know what I mean? The reason why, the reason men actually know that women are smarter. They know this. This is why they always want women. Why don't you take accountability? Why don't you take accountability? Why don't you take accountability? The reason why they're constantly saying that is because they can't believe that women make these dumbass decisions that they do. That's the reason why they can't. They can't believe that women are making these crazy decisions. They expect for women to make better decisions because they actually know deep down that women are smarter. So this is why they're always shaming us. This is why they're always calling us names, because for a lot of men, they're just like, you should know better. You should know better, because they know they know that we're superior. They do. They know that we're superior. That's why when men, like when they don't know me and like they comment on my social media, they're like, they always say like, you should take accountability. You should take accountability. And I'm like, all right, I danced in a club. I didn't fuck off the money. Use that money to earn 2 degrees. I am a high earner. Like I make great money. You know what I mean? I know how to make more money. I don't have a criminal record. I don't bother nobody. I don't have any children. What am I taking accountability for? Please tell me, what am I taking accountability for? And then they're like, what? Huh? And it's like, what do I have to take accountability for? Like I'm confused. Like, please tell me. With all this information that I've given you, I need to know, what do I need to take accountability for? And they can't answer the question, because I'm not making poor decisions. When will you go live next? Love, love, love the live. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'll probably go live tomorrow, but like probably in the morning. Hey, Elizabeth. They're the ones giving the demand for S workers. They project because they don't take accountability. Exactly. They'll be like, single moms don't take accountability. And it's like, who's taking care of the child? The mother. She's taking care of the child. That looks like accountability to me. She's keeping the child alive. She's feeding the child. She's taking care of the child. That looks like accountability to me. I can't believe they already caught the guy that shot the healthcare CEO. I don't think that's the real person. I don't think that's the real person. Right. The father was the one that left. Like, and then men will blame the women and be like, well, what did you do to get him to leave? You can't control another person. What am I supposed to do? Tie him to the chair and force him to stay in the house? Like, if a man don't want to take care of the child, he's not going to stay and take care of the child. Point blank, period. Like, you could do everything in the world you want, but if he doesn't want to take care of the child, he ain't going to take care of the child. So blaming women and making it women's problem, like, it's not going to solve anything. It makes zero sense. It's just them not taking accountability. And it's like, well, there's an issue. There's no fathers in the home. There's no fathers in the home because fathers don't want to be in the home. Men don't want to be in the home. Why are you coming to women about that? You need to go talk to the men and ask them why they don't want to be in the home. But y'all, I'm done ranting. I was on here for like 3.5 hours today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live today. I'll probably go live tomorrow, but I'll do it like in the morning, most likely. Will you? Yeah, I'm gonna leave on both platforms. I've been here for 3.5 hours. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired and I'm hungry. I'll be back tomorrow, though. I will. We'll go live again tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you to all my YouTube people. Thank you to all my TikTok people. I hope you guys all have a good morning, good evening, good night. And I will catch you guys later. Bye.